step into the day with the dawn ringing in my ears. Oh, oh, I tune into my TV show. No better way, I gotta get myself into gear. Let's go. Oh, and I feel good today with my wake up in the morning espresso. I feel good today. It's my feel good breakfast show.
Oh, just look at you beautiful souls. You made it. We don't made it to Friday. Friday. It's all right. You're not immature if you say Friday.
We have to, and yay!
Can it even get a high five?
You get a great high five.
I kind of felt like I was a living version of High Five from the Emoji movie, and you didn't know what I was talking about.
I haven't watched this one too. I actually have a list of movies that I have to get through.
You'll get there when you have kids. It's okay. Don't rush, man. Don't rush.
I've got some time.
Well, if you need a laugh, regardless whether it's an immature laugh or a grown-up laugh, we've got all the laughs that you need. We are serving it up this morning. Comedy to cake. And the cake's upside down. Ooh. And it's got Clement Golds in it. And our very own Clement Gold is coming in to make it. It is going to be amazing.
Oh, my goodness. And on the front of funny, I can't wait to get into this because we are talking about the funny faces headlining this year's Cape Town's HaLOL Comedy Festival 2025, promising big laughs and even bigger personalities.
There's going to be a laugh from the second we try to say the name.
I know.
I have a feeling. Lol.
Lol.
I think that's how you're going to do it. Then our amazing Zoe is going to review the action-packed comedy Bride Hard.
Ooh.
It looks hilarious.
Oh my gosh, that looks fantastic.
It really does look good. And sometimes you need that cannon fodder kind of comedy, you know, where you just sit down and you know you're going to laugh and
giving
it looks amazing. And then we've also got Neil Anthony in the house as well, just to add a bit of, I wanted to say maturity, but a little bit of class, so let's say, and certainly some elevation of recipes, because that's how he does.
Okay,
you know?
well, I'm ready for that. Hopefully I'll get to be in the kitchen with him. Plus, we're going to shine a light on a beautiful rising star, Zintle Kwaaiman, who's back with brand new music that's already turning heads. And of course, as Gray mentioned, Chef Clem will be joining us in a little bit. Clementine, right?
I think that's why they named them such. I really do. I really, really do. We're going to have a whole lot of fun this morning, so stick around. We're going to kickstart the weekend officially. But lest we forget, it's a bit chilly outside, and we will be layering up quite beautifully this morning. But we wanted to ask you guys, and that's where we're going to jump off this morning. We wanted to put it to you. Do you have that one thing, that winter staple that is just there for you when you need her most? What's that one fashion item that you have to have on to survive the chill? Is it the fluffiest gown or that maybe oversized hoodie that you just won't let go of, that maybe your partner keeps throwing out without you knowing because it's had better days? It's all good. What is your comforter in winter? We'd love to know. Send us a voice note 063-036-9649. And as always, use the hashtag Expresso Show if you're going to hit the social streets. And yes, there will be a lot to talk about, so please start that conversation right now, and we'll give you a few conversation starters getting into the news and sporting headlines. Then yes, the fun can begin.
Thanks so much, Graham. 3 minutes after 6 o'clock in your national news. Let's start here, where South Africa's Anti-Corruption Investigation Directorate is making a renewed attempt to extradite Atul and Rajesh Gupta from UAE. The brothers, accused of corruption and state capture during former President Zuma's tenure, were arrested in Dubai in 2022 but released after South Africa's request was denied. Now, the UAE has yet to explain the decision despite 12 diplomatic notes. Authorities are now preparing a fresh application. Now, the move signals ongoing determination to bring the Guptas to justice and strengthen international cooperation in fighting corruption and promoting accountability. In other news in the country, South Africa is set to implement its Renewable Energy Master Plan, a blueprint to accelerate clean energy adoption and grid expansion. Revealed at the Africa Energy Forum, the plan aims to improve energy reliability and create space for new projects. Now developed with industry stakeholders, it supports climate goals and reduces dependence on fossil fuels. The strategy ensures long-term security and economic resilience through sustainable power generation. Now, the initiative highlights government commitment to a cleaner, more inclusive energy future aligned with global development and environmental targets. Now, looking further afield at your international newsmaking headlines, where a 67-year-old cancer patient in Angola is recovering well after undergoing Africa's first remote robotic surgery, led from over 11,000 kilometers away by a US-based surgeon. Now, the prostate operation was performed at CHDC Hospital in Luanda and marks the longest distance telesurgery ever completed. Now, a multidisciplinary Angolan team worked alongside the virtual operator in Florida. The groundbreaking procedure highlights a powerful leap for medical technology and access, especially in underserved regions. Now, it offers hope for broader surgical care access across Africa, where prostate cancer remains a leading cause of death. Meanwhile, Taiwan's President Lai Ching-te has ordered closer monitoring of China's growing military presence in the Pacific, particularly as 2 Chinese aircraft carriers operate in the region. Now, the move comes amid heightened global tensions linked to the Middle East conflict, which Taiwan says demands greater readiness. China still claims Taiwan as part of its territory. Now, Taiwan is also working to strengthen its alliances for potential emergencies. The situation reflects growing concern about security in East Asia and the strategic balancing act playing out across the region. Now, let's close off here and bring it back home, where Grammy Award-winning artist Zakes Bantwini has added another jewel to his crown, this time from Harvard Business School. The Osama hitmaker has just completed the Business of Entertainment, Media and Sports Executive Program in Boston, calling it more than a personal victory. It's a bold reminder that African creatives deserve seats at every global table shaping the future. Now, the course equips top-tier talent, promoters and brand managers with tools to thrive in a fast-changing entertainment industry. Bantwini's journey from Kwamashu to Harvard inspired a flood of congratulatory messages from peers. And it's yet another step in blending creative brilliance with boardroom influence. Congratulations once again to Zakes Bantwini, flying that South African flag so incredibly high. And we hope the same carries across in the world of sports. Here's Graham with the latest.
Well, I will say, thankfully, we haven't been at the mercy of Lionel Messi just yet. Let's start with the Club World Cup and Lionel Messi delivering a 54th-minute curling free kick, as he does, that propelled Inter Miami to a dramatic 2-1 comeback win over Porto in their Club World Cup fixture yesterday. So Velasco Segovia, he levelled early in that second half, but then Messi's trademark strike made history. It's the first time an MLS or CONCACAF club has actually beaten a European side at this competition. Of course, it had to be Messi. So Miami, they now share top spot in Group A with Palmeiras on 4 points. Then we turn to rugby, and the moves are happening. The Emirates Lions have announced the signing of former Bulls and Pumas fly-half Chris Smith, fresh from his stint at France's Oyonnax, as they aim to solidify that number 10 shirt and the options there long-term. Also joining exciting wingers, Edwin Keita from the Sharks, and then Blitzbox star Angelo Davids from the Stormers. So the trio bolsters Johannesburg's back line ahead of their upcoming Vodacom URC season, and showing so much promise over the previous. I think watch that space. Now we turn to cricket in Australia, have axed Marnus Labuschagne and ruled out Steve Smith from the first test in Barbados up against the West Indies. And that starts on the 25th of June. The 19-year-old Sam Constas returns to open, while Josh Inglis, he slots into that middle order. And selector George Bailey says the lineup shuffle offers fresh blood a chance to get themselves into that zone, while helping restore confidence, of course, in those experienced players ahead of the Ashes. Now, a bit of a shock coming out of the courts of HaLOL Open yesterday. The defending HaLOL champion, world number 1, Yannick Sinner, crashed out in the second round, losing 3-6, 6-3, 6-4 to Kazakhstan's Alexander Bublik. And in fact, it's Sinner's first loss to a player outside the top 20 since the summer of 2023. The upset now ending Sinner's grass court defense, setting up a quarterfinal clash with Thomas Mashak for Bublik. An incredible moment there for the young man. And that's where we leave our sport for now. We'll touch on those headlines and our news again in about an hour or so. Ahead of the weekend, weather becomes a bit more important. Let's see if there's any advisory that we need to take in.
Thank you so much, Gray. Let's check out what's happening in your weather news. Well, the Eastern Cape Provincial Government hosted a solemn day of mourning in Mthatha yesterday, honouring the 92 victims of last week's deadly floods. Now, families, community members and leaders gathered to remember those lost. The city alone accounted for 68 fatalities. Meanwhile, the South African Weather Service continues to warn of very cold conditions across the Western Cape interior and the Northern Cape's Namakwa district, as well as damaging waves from Saldanha Bay to East London and damaging winds over Kruger and Nelson Mandela Bay. Now, before we close things up, we've saved the best for last when it comes to your sunrise view of this week. And straight out of Hermanus, Shafiq sent this absolutely beautiful, breathtaking view of what this morning looks like. In fact, I think you had the first view of what this Friday has got for us and presenting you an 18-degree day ahead, Shafiq. Thank you so much for sharing this gorgeous day with us and also for letting us know that maybe Hermanus is the next stop we need to go on as we make our way up the Western Cape. If you too would like to share your morning view with us, if you're from here or elsewhere, 0630369649 is how you get in touch as we look at your first temperatures for the day.
I think Uppies had to go to 18 just to be cooler than
Absolutely.
Sutherland. Everyone's at -1 this morning, so sorry about the chilly start. Stay inside, cuddle up close to my friend here, and you'll be okay for the rest of winter. It is so nice. I had to sit down because you're just giving such boss lady vibes, so I'm just chilling out. Are you ready to laugh, my friend?
I'm ready to laugh. I'm always ready to laugh and cry at the same time.
Can you say the name yet?
HaLOL.
Well, it's a comedy festival. We will find out. Maybe it's HaLOL. It's an amazing lineup of comedians, and that's where we can jump off. And of course, they are jumping onto the couch in just a moment, and we cannot wait for that. And then if you need to get out and in front of a big screen this weekend, Bride Hard is briding hard.
Oh, it looks good.
It looks great.
Some of your favorites there on that poster too.
And doesn't it give Zoe vibes?
Yes.
Hey, I have a feeling our movie reviewer, our critic, who's not so critical, actually, she's just lovely. She is going to take us inside what looks like a fantastic comedy with a bit of action because there's guns around.
Whatever it is, I'm prepared because I look like a mob wife.
You might have something just stacked away there. I don't know. We'll find out after this.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
I have to ask you the question, what do you get when you mix tuxedos, terrorists, and one seriously unbothered maid of honor together? You get A Bride Hard, man, a movie that you definitely want to watch. It's an action comedy where the aisle turns into the battlefield. And then we have Rebel Wilson at the forefront of it all, bringing the big laughs and the big moves. So let's take a look at the trailer.
Please.
To Betsy.
Something's come up. I just have to go.
What?
Okay, boys and girls, on your toes. Operation's happening tonight. Negative, Sam. We are not authorized.
Where's Sam? She's not making me feel very special, is she?
Why is that girl's profession that's so important?
Well, hello, Sam and Ding Dong.
That was a work emergency. I'm here now. Let's have some fun and stuff.
You are one hot operative, but in your real life, you're kind of dumb. Stop thinking about work, okay? Party. Show your titties to strangers.
Sam, you actually made it. They sing.
Rich.
Where are my flowers? I just get this?
Yeah.
Enjoy that.
Sorry to interrupt the happy occasion. Now, you are my hostages.
Is this normal for an American wedding?
Oh no, you're masturbating hand.
Hey, boss, we got a problem.
Somebody took out one of ours.
Something tells me she's not just a bridesmaid.
I just saw Sam. I think she's the only help that's coming.
We want to die in this game.
What the hell, Sam? How can you do all that?
It's what I do best. I know I've let you down as a friend. But I did kill a bunch of dudes for you.
That means a lot to me.
How does this thing work?
I thought secret agents knew how to drive everything.
Not female secret agent?
What?
I'm just kidding.
Here we go!
Ooh, that looks
All in. I'm there.
Are you there?
I'm there for it.
You and your girlfriends are just going to go through.
Oh, we're going to make a day of it. We're going to have so much. I'm going to treat them, in fact.
I love that.
Awesome, Zoe. This, are we right? Is this your kettle of fish?
It is my kettle of fish. You are correct. It is. It's such a fun movie. I think that's what it is. It's not going to change your life. It's not going to make you think a lot. It's a movie to just go with your girlfriends or your family if you love a chick flick in your house, and you just go and you laugh and you forget about whatever's happening in your life and have a good time.
What's interesting is seeing Rebel Wilson as the main character, because we're used to seeing her as the sidekick, essentially.
100%.
Do you think she killed it? I don't know if I woke up on the wrong side of the bed
We
this
saw
morning.
her kill a few things.
But that didn't look convincing to me.
Didn't look convincing. Okay, so I mean, this movie, I think your first thought is going to be like Anna Camp. Okay, Rebel Wilson, pitch perfect.
Yeah.
You know, so you've seen them in this before, and you've seen their relationship sort of form already. And I think this movie relies a lot on you having that preconceived relationship because it doesn't really build so much in this movie, but they've got a connection, and it's clear to see, and the chemistry is there definitely.
I like the fact that we've got an actress leaning into her accent, clearly leaning into a new phase of her career. She looks ready to embrace that role. But it's a difficult line to walk to be funny, and she is naturally funny, and then carry the action chops. Does it deliver in that space? I mean, we saw a cannon being fired.
No, I think you can't look at this movie seriously. You definitely can't.
that.
Even the way she runs in this movie, you're like, you didn't train to run. Like, this is supposed to be funny.
Didn't
so
go
you're
to the Tom
supposed to
Cruise
laugh
School of
at
Running.
her ability. Yeah.
That is so good, man. What about, out of 10, would you say her moves are? Do you think she did some training, or you think everything is kind of like what Gray alluded to, a spoof of a spy movie?
There are some really good scenes in this movie. There's some really good action scenes in this film, but at the same time, definitely there's this bridge between comedy and action. And it's fun to see, but it's not in the same way as like Everything Everywhere All at Once, where it's like very clear this is a talented action scene. This is just, it's just lighthearted fun.
You want the absurdity, I think, as well.
100%, and I think they
able
could
to-
have even leaned into it more.
I was going to ask that. With a film like this, must we go expecting the action element to stand up to other action flicks? Is this, because I'm immediately holding it up to Bridesmaids, and I think they've opened that door, which is obviously one of the funniest films I think ever made. It really is, just, it hits the notes. How should we go in? What sort of expectations should we have?
Okay, so I think it is a little bit of a love child between Bridesmaids, Die Hard, obviously Bride Hard, Die Hard, and then maybe I would say, I don't know, Spy with Melissa McCarthy. So it has that combination.
I do love
and if you really enjoy that, then this is the type of movie for you.
Okay, is it like a date night movie, or am I going with my girlfriends?
go with your girls.
You mentioned family too.
No, my family, we love Rebel Wilson. We love that sort of comedy in my house. But I definitely think this is a great movie with your girls. I mean, the whole story of it is these two friends that have been together since childhood, but life sort of drifts them apart. One becomes a spy and moves away, and the other one just is there, you know, and I think it's a very interesting relationship, because even in my friendships, it's that dynamic of, oh, someone leaves and you expect someone else's life to just sort of stay the same for when you come back, and it sort of talks about that a lot, and I think it's a great story about girlhood and just fun. It's just a fun movie.
And you never know. You never know. There is something dragging us back into the cinemas, and I like the fact that we always want to see an Oscar-winning film at the cinemas, and then it's worth it. But sometimes, I use the term cannon fodder. You need that kind of comedic where you can sit down and just soak it up and enjoy. Should this be on the big screen? Is this something that could be streamed? Because at the moment, it's such a fine line to walk, but we want to get back in the cinema.
Okay, so I was on Expresso yesterday, 6 a.m. It was a long day for me, and I went at 8 p.m. last night to go and watch this movie. I was so tired before getting to that cinema, and as soon as I was there, I was watching movies before I even got there, tired. As soon as I got there, light as a feather. I was just having a good laugh and having a great time, and I think that's what the joy of going to a cinema is. It's an experience, and one you get to have with the people you love.
Yeah, and the popcorn's the best I've ever had. I can't replicate it at home no matter how hard I try.
Absolutely not. I was in that popcorn line.
I think.
You know when you're in the popcorn line and it's down to the criminals there at the bottom, and you see the fresh bag come out, and you're like, oh.
Yeah, I've actually had a person in front of me. I'm like, no, go for it, man. I'll be okay. I'll be all right.
I love that. Okay, out of 10, when it comes to, what do you call these, bouquets? Out of 10 bouquets, what is this?
Are you going to give me flowers? I'm going to give it a little toss. I would give it a 7, 7.5, around about there. I mean, there's a couple of things it misses, but I really enjoyed it. I'm going to be quoting that movie for a little bit now.
You just dodged the bouquet like you've been to like 20 weddings.
I have
like
this
the Matrix.
It's wedding season.
It is wedding season, girl. Work on that lower back. So you can,
The Matrix move.
Last week I was fighting an auntie for that bouquet.
I love it.
The hand is still connected to it. It's all right. So you got me in the action mode now with a bit of a laugh. I love a balance. Thank you for putting yourself through that. She's trying to complain about sitting watching movies all day yesterday. It's tough life, man. It's a tough life, but she does it so well. Well, if you're in the mood for flying fists, flying bullets, and yes, bouquets and full-blown bridal mayhem, I think Bride Hard brings the chaos in the best way.
Absolutely, and you can catch it in cinemas right now and prepare to laugh, to gasp, and maybe think twice about who you choose to be your maid of honor going forward. It's definitely something that many people are like, okay, let me readdress the list that I had before, but I know that you'll pick wisely.
Are you a spy? How much money do you have in your bank account? We can help you with the second day. Or here's the deal, actually, and I'm not even joking. If you pick your 6 lucky numbers and you play Powerball and Powerball Plus, now I've got your attention because it's been big lately. 53 million rand is sitting in the estimated jackpot this Friday. So please play your Powerball for 32 million today, and then hashtag Powerball Plus for an estimated 21 million. You have to do both. You have to do both. Also, that hashtag is so brilliant. Buy your tickets now in store on nationallottery.co.za, the mobile app, cell phone banking, or you could simply just dial *120 *7529#, and that is for all your USSD. I'm already spending the money in my head. I'm sorry. We've posted all of those details on our social media pages again so that you can check them out at your leisure. Panda, Pusher, play your Powerball and Powerball Plus for 53 million rand sitting in that jackpot waiting for you today. Good luck. Oh my goodness. I'm going to say that we don't even need luck. All we need is laughs right now. So we brought in the best of the best to do exactly that.
that. Everything to do with a HaLOL comedy show coming up. There you have it. The funniest guys in the mother city right now. And they're going to tell us exactly how to get a front row seat to that goodness.
And then we're back in the kitchen for something absolutely delicious. I like the way they arranged the comedians in high to order as well. We might be doing that all morning. But we've got culinary greatness in the house. And Neil Anthony is here to cook along in just a moment. Stick around.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Now, we have promised you laughter, and we'll bring that to you on a silver platter, because it might not fix everything, but it sure does bring us together, doesn't it? And in South Africa, we definitely could use a whole lot more of the chuckles. So part of our Youth Month celebration, we're definitely shining a spotlight on the best of the best in Mzansi, and the HaLOL Comedy Festival, a proudly Cape Town showcase of stand-up, satire, sketch, and song, is definitely one of these, featuring homegrown comedians who use humor not just to entertain, but to also reflect and uplift. And joining us this morning are three of the festival's standout acts. We've got Lunga Chuka, known as the Energizer Funny. I love that. Then Wayne McKay, we know and love him well, a Cape Town comedy veteran with decades of insight. And then we have Mariam Kiri, the sharp-tongued, high-heeled alter ego of Wasif Pikan. I can't wait to get into this. These are the hosts of the festival and also on the lineup. Welcome and thank you for being here, guys.
Thank you.
You are the host of the festival.
Yes, hi there.
Hello.
Pleased to meet you, Clarissa.
Hi, Mariam.
It's my first time on Expresso.
Is it really?
Yes, I'm so excited.
And you came looking good, I will say.
Really?
Yes.
That's really?
Yeah, almost
this
outshining
is something
me.
old. I just found this in the it was just laying around. I didn't need to.
You're outshining your people on the side there, but as the host, you have to step it up.
I have to really. I learned that with the festival. If you are the host of anything, you have to, you have to look the best.
Yes, you
so
do.
I said to myself, no, Auntie Mampi, even if you come to Expresso, like I said to Wayne, dress down. Understand?
Yes.
And Lunga, it's okay. So I will steal the show. So alhamdulillah, it's important for me to lead by example. You understand? Because I'm all the time on stage and the people are shouting, clapping hands, but not necessarily for the jokes, but for my dress, for my dress clothes.
In fact, everybody can we give Mariam a round of applause. Thank you.
I love it.
Now I have to come to you quickly, Luga. How do you say the name of the festival? It's HaLOL.
HaLOL.
HaLOL Festival. As in halal, but also you're going to have lots of lols,
yes,
right?
Absolutely.
Many laugh out loud moments.
Yes,
but tell us a bit about your background, because your upbringing was interesting, being a black kid in certain spaces. How does that actually affect and also give your comedy a different perspective?
Quite interesting. Well, growing up, like I said, I was always like the black kid amongst like most of my friend groups. So growing up, I always kind of had this feel that I needed to adapt to the friend groups moving around. And I was kind of like the odd one out. And because of that, as now an adult, it's kind of developed into a skill where I can actually now read rooms and read people, and now I know how to adjust my material and that. And also it's formed a lot of part of my identity, and which was basically most of my first material was based on like my introduction materials, based on me growing up as a black kid in a colored community, and basically reflecting everything back to them.
And when you step on that stage, who do you hope hears your comedy and realizes, oh my gosh, I can relate to this? Is it other kids that grew up with the same background?
Yes, absolutely. Yes, because I have gotten people who've kind of had the same similar scenario, but just a different background, but they can relate to like being different in the neighborhood. And then also, I think a lot of the colored community really love the material because they love the perspective being reflected back to them in the way that I do it, in like the nice light-hearted way. So yeah, always when I have that kind of crowd, that's when I switch the material to something that will be a lot more relatable.
And you're bringing that to this festival as well?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, yeah. That's what we can expect and love.
Yeah.
I mean, I see you nodding there, Wayne. Can't wait for this.
Yeah.
What do you think the biggest shift in the comedy scene in South Africa has been, and what are you bringing to the festival?
Well, I just bring my expertise like I always try and do. And I mean, when they had the festival a couple of years ago, it was 2019. When we started off pre-COVID, I mean, everything just kind of died down after that, and just bringing it back. I saw that we did it when we did it recently with the Mother's Day show. The response was amazing. People just came from all over, and there was a demand actually for more. So it has changed quite a bit over the years. I mean, even for myself, being in the industry so long.
Of course.
When I started off, you know, there was no instant. You know, if you wanted to be, you know, you do comedy, whether it's in theatre or at little spaces, spots. But things have changed 20-odd years later. You've got instant gratification. You've got your social media,
TikTok comedians,
TikTok, all those type of things that's happening. So yes, you've got to evolve with it as you go along, and I'm just glad to be part of it. And yeah.
Well, speaking about social media, I did want to bring that up. Where do you scout the talent? How do you put a lineup like this together? Is it through social media? Is it through who's popular?
You see, the HaLOL Comedy Festival, we have a very in-tune producer by the name of Shamima Pikan, Bestie. So if she loves somebody, now 90% of the time they have pulled it off on stage. You know, like, and we've got a deep love for the comedians that's with us right now. Like Lunga, from 2019, the audiences were laughing for Lunga. Wayne, of course, for us, he's iconic. You understand? And I still feel like Cape Town doesn't celebrate him enough for what he has done for Cape Town comedy. So for us, it's important also to remain loyal to our people. You know, you could have changed the lineup completely and just brought in a lot of TikTok comedians. But I do feel that at times, you know, TikTok is a good place to see the talent, but the talent must still be nurtured into being able to perform for 15 minutes.
Because it's a different...
As is makkelijk, girl, as is makkelijk. Even for me, you know, I'm new to the Mampy. You know, everybody loves me when they see me, but you still have to go on stage and you still have to make that audience laugh. Yes, I swear. As makkelijk for 15 seconds om te dansen op TikTok, maar het is zo makkelijk om voor...
15 minutes?
For 15 minutes for mensen te laten lachen. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no.
So HaLOL Productions is very good at that. And we love uplifting the youth, you know, finding the new talent. So there will be a lot of new talent mixed into this.
With the veterans and
the veterans. Just veterans? No,
You better take
because I don't want to buy high blood but here I am, you know.
A veteran Paul. Veteran Paul, yeah.
You know, I feel very today because because the first time when I came in here and Pika dressed me, so she dressed me. There's glitter all over.
Even on me.
Yeah, all over. I feel like Tinkerbell right now. I'm telling you, like just spreading the fairy dust all over.
And you're spreading the laughs also. And I love that, Mariam. Thank you so much.
You know, so we hope we're going to get the support.
Always do.
We have been full in the past. We are 90% already sold out.
There you go.
You know, people have come out. Schools are supporting us. The show is available to our community.
I love that.
Because it's very important. Because whenever we do something with our talent, from when I was 12 years old in Curtis Farisis, that time, I started at 12 years old. I'm now 41.
Doesn't even look a day over 2049 or whatever. You know. Let's up it.
It's always been important that with our talent, our community has to reap the benefits from us.
Absolutely. So, and that's the legacy that you guys are passing on to the next
so people always ask sometimes on social media, they will ask, wat het jy gedoen vir mense? Every single show we do, the charities and stuff, they always have an opportunity to raise funds. The same with the HaLOL Comedy Festival. Schools are making money. Everyone is making money off it. So it's
and we are laughing, and that I think is the best part about it. So guys, thank you so much for coming through. And I'm telling you right now that you've got to catch these wonderful comedians, Lunga Chuka, Wayne McKay, and Mariam Carey, and many more hilarious acts. And it all goes down at the Joseph Stone Auditorium in Athlone in the Mother City. And it happens this weekend, 21st and 22nd June.
It's not this weekend.
Hi, bo.
It's the
now tell me more.
It's the 18th to the 19th of July, and the tickets is on web tickets.
There you go. Web tickets is where you get your tickets. 18th to the 20th of July. Make sure that you get involved and get in. You can see the poster there. Also, all the details are on Expresso Show. You can find us at Expresso Show as we head into the kitchen for more good times.
All right, so Neil, Anthony, I don't want you to speak, otherwise we're going to just sit here speaking for like hours and hours. By show of smile on your face, how excited are you at what we're about to create? A biltong and cheese pull-apart brioche. There we go. Why? Because it's the weekend and we're going to fill that mouth with a brioche. And then one of my favorite human beings on the planet, KG Montjane. No, you're my other favorite human being. Look, bud, have you got 4 Grand Slams? KG has done it. 4 major titles. And of course, Wimbledon is coming up. So we are going to connect with her in just a moment. And then we're going to start pulling apart the bread. We'll see you now. Aches and pains creeping in? Don't let them take over your day. Reach for Adco-Napamol, the trusted pain reliever that's gentle on your body and your budget. Because feeling good shouldn't cost a fortune. Plus, want to win 2,000 Rand cash? Answer the weekly competition question on Expresso's social pages using hashtag #AdcocOTCWinter to enter. Hurry, entries close on Sunday. T's and C's on expressoshow.com.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Hey, Mzansi, I hope you're ready for some inspiration, because this morning we are joined by South Africa's wheelchair tennis icon. I'm talking about KG Montjane. Now, this is the first black South African woman to win a Grand Slam, and for a powerful conversation on resilience, representation, and rising to the top of the global tennis stage. KG, you superstar. How you doing?
Good morning to you and good morning to the viewers at home. I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. Can't complain. Can't complain.
You can't complain when you've done such incredible things on the court, but you think that your humble beginnings and your upbringing in Polokwane had anything to do with that?
Yeah, most definitely. You know, when you you grow up in tough situations. You almost like learn to survive from a young age, you know. So with the sport that I'm doing, it's not easy like anything else that other people are doing, but it requires quite a lot. And I feel like for everyone who come from, you know, tough situation, naturally they are just resilient people. They know how to fight through the challenges and come up and conquer. So it definitely has to do with my upbringing.
Yeah, it has become like your recipe of success. And can I say I'm so grateful that you didn't give up, because you pushing through has been such an inspiration for so many other South Africans that now believe that the impossible is actually possible. Thanks to you, though, and more so thanks to the fact that you are not only an athlete pursuing your own personal endeavors, trying to prove a point, but somehow you're juggling that with your own developmental NGO. Why did you decide to do that at the same time as being an athlete, juggling all of this, but yet you're making such an impact?
Yeah, I mean, I just feel like, you know, in this universe, we sort of have like a purpose, you know, and when God gives you talent, and you know, you just have to use it in a right way, and yeah, try to see how much of an impact you can make with the gifts that you have, you know. So it's just all about saving that purpose without feeling like you can't do it. I know there are tough days, but you're the only one who you owe it to yourself to tell yourself that, you know, it can be done, you know, just put your head on it.
Yeah, just put your head on it, show up, and you've done exactly that. Now, especially when it comes to the various surfaces that you play on, because, listen, there's clay, there's grass, there's the hard surface. All of this requires you to shift the focus, to recalibrate every time you enter a new tournament. And I know coming back from all these Grand Slams on multiple surfaces, how do you adjust and find that focus to show up for what seems like a slightly new event or a different situation every time?
Look, shout out to all my sponsors who make it all possible for me to make sure that, you know, I come back, I can still afford to go to a physio to make sure that the body is good, you know. I can call a maintenance guy, we look at the wheelchair, we calibrate it and make sure that it's suitable for the next surface, because, yeah, without them, you know, all this is not possible. But like you're saying, it's about adapting to all those, you know, changes, because they happen, you know, within a couple of weeks. You know, you just come back from Roland Garros, you're getting into the grass, you need to make sure that, you know, your chair, it's well equipped, it's ready for a different surface. You know, your strings, you have to change your strings now. You're going to play at a different altitude, you have to adjust all that. So yeah, I think it also takes being a pro to be able to do that. But you know, when you love something, you make sure that you do all you can to make sure that everything stays in order.
Yeah, I love that. And I think that's such a great part of wisdom that you are sharing with all of us, is that you chase that passion, find something you love. Would that maybe be somewhat of the advice you'd give to youngsters out there? Because so many people are being inspired by you. So many are going to try and replicate what you've done. What advice would you give to those going through similar obstacles to you and trying to pursue such an incredible goal and passion?
I would say, you know, trust the process, because I know it's not easy, you know. So trust the process, keep believing in what you do, and yeah, have a little bit of faith in what you do and in your work and in yourself and in the Almighty, you know. So have that faith with the hope that everything will work out.
There's so much still to look forward to. I feel like even though you are multiple Grand Slam champion, you're still going towards that crescendo. Where to from here, KG? What's next in terms of the goals that you want to tackle and take on?
Yeah, I think it's an obvious one. I'm missing a singles Grand Slam champion, and that's just the biggest goal I have at the moment. And yeah, I'm hoping I can keep, you know, working hard and pushing towards that. I mean, I know I'm not getting any young, but it will quite be a history that an oldest person in a wheelchair history could still win a Grand Slam. So yeah, it's winning singles Grand Slam championship.
Well, KG, I can't thank you enough for sharing your time with us, sharing the inspiration behind it all. And I know you've got to quickly get back on that bus of focus, because Wimbledon's up next, right? So I'm going to wish you and shower you with nothing but good energy, the best of luck, and I know you're going to smash it. So hopefully you can just have a jaw while you're out there.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Oh, Zanzi, that's what it's about, inspiring us one step at a time. And if you're definitely inspired by this inspiration over here, we're talking about KG, our queen on the court, and she's showing us that the impossible is clearly possible as long as you believe and you chase your passion.
KG, we love you. The fire is burning bright. I feel so privileged to have a front row seat to her amazing career, and she ain't done yet, not by any measure. But right now, of course, we are focused on being cold outside and warming up from the inside. Some dishes are made for those cold days where every bite warms from the inside out. And I promise you, this biltong and cheese pull-apart brioche is buttery. It's bold and built for sharing, layered with savory flavor and baked until golden and soft, hopefully. Now, he doesn't get it wrong. Chef Neil Anthony is here to help us level up with a beautiful recipe that's big on comfort and shows how Stork Country Blend brings it all together so beautifully, from the dough to the finishing spread. There's a little bit of everything in here. Neil Anthony, I love you, guy, when you rock up with pull-apart bread.
We're in. Yeah, I mean, how bad can it be?
Hey, first world problems, my friend.
Exactly.
We've got to figure out how to make brioche first of all.
Well, yeah, I
Can
mean,
we start
that's
there?
our... this is where we want to get to. We'll just do that. So that's where we want to get to. So getting there is it's a bit of a process, but it's a beautiful process.
And it's worth it.
That's definitely worth it, yeah. I mean, so we're going to bloom our yeast in some warm water here.
And it must be warm, right?
Warm water, yeah.
All right, and that's you're kind of activating the yeast, bringing it to life, really. Okay.
So it's sort of the sugar and the yeast as well, that goes hand in hand.
Oh, the yeast having his breakfast.
Exactly.
Before we have ours.
Pop that in there, boom, boom, boom.
Is there a timing necessary to get this part of the process done? Can you just rock it in TV time?
You don't. What do you mean, in terms of?
Can you just do it 2 minutes before you're throwing it into the bread?
You want to activate it a little bit, so I mean, not too far, not too long. Not too long, not too short, essentially.
All right.
Now, this is probably best done in a bit of a blending situation.
Is this why you were having a prima donna? No, I'm joking.
No.
You've never been a prima donna any time that I've ever known you.
So it's really just sort of getting it all together. Ooh. Some of that in there as well.
And what is the brioche element here? What differentiates a brioche bread?
So it's a laminated bread. So it's quite buttery, quite eggy, quite rich, obviously. So that then all sort of comes together in a ball. We get that.
And that looks buttery and beautiful. And of course, our Stork Country Blend gets it right. It combines the richness of butter with the goodness of plant oils, delivering luxury with every spread. And it is very spreadable. Soft texture, spread straight from the fridge, making it convenient for both preparation and serving, especially if you're a parent who sacrifices one slice of bread every time I make sandwiches for my kids, because the bread, the spread is too hard. You are just putting so much love and energy into that bread.
Filling, biltong, obviously, boom.
Yay.
Some beautiful mozzarella goes in. Some cream cheese as well, that goes down.
And I like it, we're not using too strong a cheese.
No, it's quite nice. We want that biltong to sing, don't we?
Yeah, because
That's
it is.
Be our vibe, yeah.
I think probably the perfect game day. I'm just saying we've got another Rugby World Cup coming up sooner than we think, all right? And I love the fact that you've got the social element here, because bread must be broken and shared.
Of course, yeah.
And this just leans into that beautifully.
I mean, you can get involved here. That's what we're sort of looking for.
Look at you merging the flavors.
There we go.
Is there not something so exciting about exactly that? The thought of these flavors just coming together in the heat.
Salty, sweet. I mean, that's also the beauty of this thing is when you can make it, eat it on the day, eat it the next day. You know, it's a beautiful, beautiful thing to have lying around the house, let's face it.
For sure. I mean, but you say that, how long is this going to be lying around
not a
in the house?
Not a lot.
Okay, so far you've made this look really, really simple.
Yeah, no, it is super simple. Look, I mean, there's a couple of processes you need to follow, obviously. So,
and we'll have this recipe up on our website. That's expressoshow.com, so you can follow it play by play. And please do that when you are baking. Have a little bit of fun. And what I like here is we're just taking a bread and we are adding a touch of elegance to this everyday moment. And imagine your bread could be taken to this level with Stork Country Blend every day. And look at you.
And then you just sort of, I like to tear them and then just sort of boil them. And then obviously we're going to put it into the tin and then we're going to proof it again. So there's methods here. There's obviously proofing.
For proofing the dough, what is the perfect balance there? How long?
You just want it warm. Obviously, not too hot, not too cold is going to be, because you want it's reactivating all those yeast, so the yeast needs to feed off that sugar, etc., etc.
How long do you need?
Oh, no, you want to go at least a good half an hour, I'd say.
Okay.
Yeah, you want to solid half an hour on the proof.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
Don't rush the process.
Don't rush the proof, man. It's a very beautiful process the brioche. You really got to sort of get involved, and you really got to let it do its own thing. And also just watch it. If it's, if it needs a bit more, just leave it a bit longer. If it needs a bit less, it needs a bit less. It's really just sort of feeling it all out.
And let the love flow. So it goes into the oven. How long? What happens from this point?
So this, we're going to proof it again, and then we're going to brush it with a little bit of melted butter and some egg as well. And then you want to bake that sort of 180, 190 for a good sort of 35 minutes. Again, that's going to sort of double in size. It's all going to grow. It's all going to be gnarly and lovely.
Oh, man.
And then it turns into...
It looks gnarly and lovely. Is there a way, do you do a skewer test with brioche? Is there a way? I suppose you just eyeball it.
Yeah, you obviously just want a nice sort of hollow feeling as well.
Okay.
So when you tip it out, you give it a little sort of flick, and then
should we have a little taste there, man? Let's break some of this bread apart, my brother.
You can break it, because my hands are a bit... my hands have seen better days on this one. I mean, I just get involved, just grip and rip it, baby. That's the thing. I mean, that's the thing. And then you want to get, a bit more of that spread on.
I think we're going to...
I mean...
Oh, can you grab us a knife out of
that
a knife there? I would even spoon it out. So I'll stalk.
Yeah, I mean, there you go.
Blend.
You want extra on there.
Yeah, I'm going to just...
I mean, that's it.
Right there.
I mean, obviously, salty, sweet, little green onion on there.
And you're not allowed to bite the bread. You've got to keep pulling it apart.
No, it's pulling apart. Rich, sort of decadent.
Oh, my word.
I mean...
I'm going to prep the whole thing.
Yeah, try not to eat the whole thing. I mean, you could dip that into something. You can cut this up and use it as like a grilled cheese bread.
I was going to say, you take it a step further, let those flavors develop even more, but it's got a beautiful texture. It is so worth going through the process. Oh, you're a genius. I love you, man. I would even take all of your battered hands and put it all over my apron. I don't care. You can turn up the flavor this winter with Stork. And as an added bonus stand, a chance to win a 500 Rand Yuppie Chef voucher. Get you going in the kitchen. What you got to do, reply to the competition post on Expresso's social pages and tell us this. What indulgent dish are you making with Stork when you're hosting a cozy night in? It can even be this.
I mean, that's it.
Exactly, I know. So don't forget to hashtag Stork Winter Warmth to qualify. And of course, the entries close 23rd June, and you can find T's and C's on expressoshow.com. My mouth is watering so much I can hardly talk. So I'm going to hand over to Chris, and I'm going to have another bite. Want some biltong? Ooh,
there you go. There's the killer. That's the kicker.
Okay, I know that bread looked absolutely delicious, but I'm going to try to give you something better in the form of these gorgeous souls surrounding me right now. Now, in a bit, they might teach us to just do a little bit of a boogie and a dance, but I want to introduce you to the Jodi Jackson Dance Center and all the wonderful dancers. And not only that, on the entertainment front, we've got to get into getting to know Zintle Kwaaiman and the music that she is bringing. All right, guys, what are we doing? A little bit of... Woo, more of that on the other side of that.
Dreaming of the ultimate kitchen glow up? You could win a fully fitted Easy Life kitchen worth 450,000 Rand, complete with premium Caesar stone countertops and 50,000 Rand installation covered by ABSA. Head to your nearest Easy Life kitchen showroom, scan the QR code, strike a selfie in your favorite kitchen setup, and fill out the in-store entry form. Kitchen dreams made easy. Entries close 30th of June. T's and C's on easylifekitchens.co.za.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. I think you can see by the smile on my face how excited I am to connect with this crew. As we continue to celebrate Youth Month, we are shining a spotlight on the spaces that are empowering the next generation to move boldly and dream big, even bigger now. The Jodi Jackson Dance Centre has become a powerhouse of young talent, a talent factory, training dancers in modern, in hip-hop and contemporary styles and doing it brilliantly. From local stages to international championships, this youth-driven studio is making waves and most recently represented the country on the global stage in Croatia, and I would imagine have some incredible lessons to come and impart with us. And joining us is choreographer and energetic human being Jodi Jackson, and then two dancers, Isabella Newton and Layla Cassie. Welcome back, guys.
Thank you for having us.
Oh, do you still have jet lag, girl? You look like there is a lot going on in your world. I know it's a crazy amount of energy to match, but how proud are you right now of your young dancers back from the biggest stage possible? I mean, did you ever dream that you would take these young'uns all the way there?
No, like not such a big group, because we've been before, but like not with such a big group and with like so many entrants. Like we had 28 routines go to Worlds, which is crazy.
Is this a coming of age for dance here? Is this a coming of age for you as an entity and what your centre represents? How have you kind of framed it?
I think, obviously from back 2012 when we opened, 2011 when we opened, and going to our third international trip now.
Crazy.
Coming back this time with like world champs and vice world champs and so many top 10 placings and podiums and just memories and representing our country has been...
And these are core, Isabella. These are core memories that must be your jumping off point now, because now you know what you can do. And it's got to be a weird thing coming to the other side of the world, literally. And, okay, hang on, we're all dancers. This is it. So this is me. I'm represented here. How have your dreams shifted now that you have had a taste of that international stage?
Well, being on a stage, like a big stage with my dance family, I've grown to love dance so much. And now that I'm in grade 9 and choosing my subjects for grade 10, I have chosen dance as my career path. So it's amazing.
Yeah, when you see the level, you can see. Oh, you got to discuss the details first. Yeah, okay. I think you got your first job. I think you are sorted. I absolutely love that. Layla, when you kind of find yourself represented in another country, in a supposedly another culture, and you realize we're all dancers. Well, I say we loosely. You are all dancers in that space. What was that experience like, dipping into dance culture in Croatia or an international dance family like that?
I would say there was a large variety and interest of competitions and openings in the specific culture in Croatia for dance. And I think it's just, like I said, there's a lot of opportunities for dancers, not only from Croatia, but from all the different countries, from South Africa, from wherever they're from, to just take and not only learn dance, but learn the culture through dance for other dancers as well. Yeah.
I love that. And there is a global village waiting for you. But just stay here a little bit longer before, I would imagine there is, and it's crazy, but South African entertainers on the cruise ships, on international stages in LA, in Las Vegas, we rock because of the level of dance here. So thank you so much for creating that run. There is nothing that we could say that will make you understand how brilliant and unbelievably talented these dancers are, so we're going to let them dance. That's how they do their talking, and in just a moment, the Jodi Jackson Dance Centre will be exploding in our studio, but we do have some grown-up things to do first, and we'll get into those news and sporting headlines, and then, man, the weekend can officially begin.
Oh, great. I think it has begun, man. I'm so excited to see this young talent on our forefront stage on national TV. Speaking about national, it's just a minute before 7 o'clock. Let's get into your news headlines. And we start here where City Power has launched a citywide campaign to register 130,000 indigent households for free basic electricity in Johannesburg. Now, the program provides 50 kilowatts of free power monthly to residents, earning 7,503 Rand or less. Registered users also qualify for surcharge waivers, free meter repairs, and possible rebates on other services. Now, the initiative tackles illegal connections, protects infrastructure, and promotes access to essential services. Running until July's end, the campaign aims to restore dignity, reduce energy inequality, and build a more inclusive and compliant electricity supply system across the city. In other news in the country, South Africa's Anti-Corruption Investigation Directorate is making a renewed attempt to extradite Atul and Rajesh Gupta from the UAE. Now, the brothers, accused of corruption and state capture during former President Zuma's tenure, were arrested in Dubai in 2022 but re-released after South Africa's request was denied. Now, the UAE has yet to explain the decision despite 12 diplomatic notes. Authorities are now preparing a fresh application. The move signals ongoing determination to bring the Guptas to justice and strengthen international cooperation in fighting corruption and promoting accountability. Looking at your international news-making headlines, Presidents Xi Jinping and Vladimir Putin have condemned Israeli airstrikes on Iran and urged restraint. As tensions escalate, Iran plans to meet European diplomats in Geneva, signaling readiness for diplomacy. However, Iran vows to defend itself as Israeli attacks reportedly struck nuclear targets. Iran retaliated with missile and drone attacks following Israeli hits on civilian sites. Now, meanwhile, U.S. President Donald Trump said a decision on American involvement would come within 2 weeks, adding further uncertainty to a conflict showing no clear path to resolution. And a 67-year-old cancer patient, in Angola is recovering well after undergoing Africa's first remote robotic surgery, led from over 11,000 kilometers away by a US-based surgeon. The prostate operation was performed at CHDC Hospital in Luanda and marks the longest distance telesurgery ever completed. Now, a multidisciplinary Angolan team worked alongside the virtual operator out in Florida. The groundbreaking procedure highlights a powerful leap for medical technology and access, especially in underserved regions. Now, it offers hope for broader surgical care access across Africa, where prostate cancer remains a leading cause of death. And closing up your 7 o'clock news here, where Hollywood's Golden Hearts will shine at the 16th Governors Awards in November, where Tom Cruise finally gets his first Oscar. Not for a single film, but for a lifetime of thrilling cinema, wild stunts, and unwavering dedication. At 62 years old, the action legend joins choreographer Debbie Allen and production designer Wynn Thomas as honorary recipients. Meanwhile, country music icon Dolly Parton will be awarded the Jean Hersholt Humanitarian Award for her decades of selfless giving. It's a true celebration of stars who not only entertain the world, but uplift it too, on screen, backstage, and well beyond the spotlight. Well, that is where we leave your 7 o'clock news. Let's get into the latest sporting headlines with Graham.
Well, it seems Lionel Messi has found another stage to dominate on. He delivered a superb 54th minute curling free kick that propelled Inter Miami to a dramatic 2-1 comeback win over Porto in the Club World Cup. So Talasco Segovia, he levelled early in the second half, but then Messi's trademark strike making history. In fact, it's the first time an MLS or CONCACAF club has beaten a European side at this competition. Oh, changing of the guard. Miami now share top spot in Group A with Palmeiras on 4 points. Now let's get on to rugby, and the moves are happening off the field. The Emirates Lions have announced the signing of former Bulls and Pumas fly half Chris Smith, fresh from a stint at France's Oyonnax, as they aim to solidify their 10-shirt options long-term. Also joining exciting wingers Edwin Keita from the Sharks and then Blitzbox star Angelo Davids from the Stormers. The trio obviously bolstering Johannesburg's back line ahead of the upcoming Vodacom URC season, looking to build on the growth of last season. They really did move forward. Now let's turn to Australia. It seems getting nervous about the Ashes. Australia have axed Marnus Labuschagne and ruled out Steve Smith from the first test in Barbados up against the West Indies starting on the 25th of June. So 19-year-old Sam Constas, he returns to open, while Josh Inglis, he slots into that middle order. And selector George Bailey says the lineup shuffle offers fresh blood a chance to blood themselves in while helping restore confidence ahead of that all-important Ashes series. Now let's get back onto grass, and defending Halle Open and world number one, or champion and world number one, Jannik Sinner, has crashed out in the second round, losing 3-6, 6-3, 6-4 to Kazakhstan's Alexander Bublik. In fact, it's Sinner's first loss to a player outside the top 20 since the summer of 2023, in an upset ending Sinner's grass court defense, now setting up a quarterfinal clash with Thomas Mashak for Bublik. Maybe he'll get this wobble out the way before Wimbledon. That's where we leave our sport for now. Let's see if the roads are waking up, and Carissa's got the latest on the traffic front.
Thanks so much, G-Man. Let's check out your roads for the first time this morning. Now we get started in Gauteng in Midrand, where there's reports of a stationary vehicle on the N1 southbound out at Olifantsfontein Road, and that's resulting in a right lane closure. Now, of course, delays are expected as we head into peak traffic hours, so do plan your route accordingly. And let's move over to Cape Town in Mitchell's Plain, where an accident has occurred on the N2 inbound at the R300. All lanes are currently open, but motorists should anticipate delays due to congestion in the area. Now, wherever you're headed this morning, remember to stay cautious while driving and, of course, arrive alive. That is where we leave your roads for now. Let's check out your weather. The Eastern Cape Provincial Government hosted a solemn day of mourning in Mthatha yesterday, honouring the 92 victims of last week's deadly floods. Now, families, community members and leaders gathered to remember those lost. The city alone accounted for 68 fatalities. Meanwhile, the South African Weather Service continues to warn of very cold conditions across the Western Cape interior and the Northern Cape's Namakwa district, as well as damaging waves from Saldanha Bay to East London and damaging winds over Kruger and Nelson Mandela Bay. Let's check in your sunrise view of the hour. We have to see this beautiful one representing Atlantis in the mother city is Rainique. Now, there is something in the water this morning, because from the previous image to this one, it is looking absolutely gorgeous, letting us know that it's the weekend, baby, and we can definitely be celebrating from here on out. 18 degrees is what you can expect on your side of town, Rainique. Thank you so much for sharing what this morning looks like through your eyes. And if you too would like to snap away, 063-036-9649 is where you do so, but do it immediately so that we can get to it at 8 o'clock as we get into your temperatures for this Friday.
Well, I promised you the weekend was starting after the news, so let's get the job done. The incredible Jodi Jackson Dance Centre, fresh off their international exploits, are here to prove the power of young South African people and the power of movement. The stage is yours.
Drums. Come over here and perform for me. I'm on it. Give me the. Yeah.
Baby boy, you stay on my mind.
Just give me the light. I'm on it. Give me the. You know, realize I am the DJ, so me take up the mic and then say.
Showtime. Put my hand in the air. It's like that. It's like that, come here, it's like that, I hope it's like that. You getting money, homie, show me if it's like that. You wanna grind and you know it's really like that. You too snitch, nah, I don't really like that. I don't condone the chrome in the wall. I switch slow slow down the beat, it's all love. Slow motion for me, like an arrow screwed up. Make it move like the Matrix and do with stuff in slums. Freak the black sheep, mommy, now pick it up. Swing back to getting money, keep it gully with my niggas. Hate stunting, it's nothing, I'm pushing something new every day. Back on the grind, keep easy on your mind. I'm one of a kind, tops the bottom line.
It's hard to yell when the barrel's in your mouth. I don't know what you heard about me, but a bitch can't get $1 out of me. No Cadillac, no birds you can't see. Then I'm on
I'll see you after the function.
What's that?
No, I ain't done yet.
Worth it, let me work it. I put my thing down, flip it and reverse it. It's your primitive, it's why I had to. It's.
Come on!
Y'all got adios amigos. Is it?
Oh my word! Vibe check, awesome. Thank you so much. We are not going to let them go anywhere. They will be dancing for you in just a moment. And then Zintle Kwaaiman, our artist for this morning, steps into the spotlight. And then we're going to have a little bit of fun. Would you rather? A game we love playing. Give them another little bow, curtsy. You are amazing. We are here for the Jodi Jackson Dance Center. We'll see you now. Well done. Yoo-hoo. Very good.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
It's true, it is your feel-good breakfast show, Expresso, right here on S3. Now, we have ticked many entertainment boxes this morning, but this one is extra special right now. I want to introduce you to Zintle Kwaaiman, who's a powerhouse talent hailing from Minestrone, a rising star whose voice, stage, and presence, and also just powerful storytelling have captured the hearts of South Africans the country over. So from chart-topping hits to staying rooted in community upliftment, Zintle is not just making waves, she's actually building a legacy, one moment at a time. And we celebrate her journey as she continues to inspire with her latest releases, Mama and Sabela, two songs that speak to both personal truth but also cultural pride. So before we get to know the woman behind the music, let's take a closer look at this phenomenal young artist.
It took mama call. Baling abantu, baling abantu. Kodwa umama wayibeletha.
Oh, okay, vocals. Okay, Zintle, please give her a feel-good welcome.
Yes, introduction
girl.
for me,
Okay,
honey.
let's get into it.
The introduction.
Wow. I mean, look at you. I had to do it. You look absolutely stunning, Zintle. And your vocals are so beautiful. But let's get to know, I mean, you don't just try, you do, girl. Let's get to know the girl behind the music and take me through your upbringing. I know Minestrone is where you grew up. Yes. And I wonder if that informs any part of your journey. I mean, I'm seeing your cultural pride on you right now.
Yeah.
So let's talk about your upbringing and where it took you to today.
Oh my God, okay. I am from Tanzania. Grew up with my family, then went to stay with my grandmother in King Williamstown, and my gran from Expresso. Music started 2016, and I didn't think I'd take the route.
Sure.
Someone found me at Groove.
No, wait, tell me more about this.
I'm telling you, it was a DJ called DJ Kwao. He saw this girl can dance. Ooh. Let's just mix the two and see what can happen.
Oh my goodness.
We did it, and
were you opening the dance floor? Is that what was happening? Center stage, girl, I know.
That's me.
I've seen
till this day.
Oh, I love to see
it. He came and said, "Girl, let's do a song and we'll see what's gonna happen." And from that day, I never looked back.
Wow.
Till this day. So I know that the industry is a male-dominant place or industry, but I'm still here, and I think I should pat myself for that because Sana, it's hard, it's hectic.
I can imagine, but you are thriving and you're doing so well. 2016 to 2025, it's almost 10 years. Yes. DJ Kwao, shout out to you. Thank you. Thank you for seeing that girl on the dance floor and bringing her in, because now we get to enjoy Zintle for all she has to offer, especially as we heard some of your new music. Come on, Mama and Sabela. Let's delve into it a little bit more. Where did the inspiration come from?
It's all about the growth, because I started off as a drum artist. I was like...
Because it makes sense.
But
if you
now
like groove.
I'm more reserved, spiritual, motivational. Sorry,
careful your mic there. Yeah.
Motivational songs and everything, relatable songs. So the song called Umama, my mom passed away 2023.
Wow.
So I was like, I miss that girl every day.
Yeah, I can imagine.
You know, I was like, I want her to be like part of my music my music career, and remember her and carry with her with pride every day. I was like, let me just tell her that I miss her. Even though I can't tell her like physically, but spiritually, girl, you must know that. And I know she knows.
And she enjoys the song, let me tell you that much.
Thank you. And I got a little bit more emotional now when I was watching that video. I was like, girl, you are missing out.
Sure. But she's not, though. She's definitely watching down, and she's definitely right there with you at all times. I'm a spiritual being, so I believe Umama's here somewhere, just saying, that's my girl.
Shout out to you, baby girl.
Shout out to you also. That is so beautiful. Let's talk about you balancing so many things, right? Because, girl, the body's there, so we know the fitness is there, right? From a dancer to a fitness coach, influencer, business owner, of course, incredible singer too. How do you do it?
Wow. So I believe that my body Jodi is my brand because I should showcase and wear this beautiful outfit. Thank you so much, Zazie, for this outfit, by the way. So I don't work alone. I do have a manager called Lil V, and he takes like the strings at some point, you know. But the fitness journey, that's who I am. I live it. I love it. It's my passion.
It's your lifestyle.
You get me?
Yeah.
So it's a lifestyle versus lifestyle. They go together, they align, so why not do everything?
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
And I just know you're inspiring so many girls and guys right now to say, okay, I can do it all.
So
if I
that's
like
you.
these 5 different things, they can come together somehow.
Yeah.
Because I'm seeing Zintle absolutely killing it and nailing it. The youth of tomorrow, the generation is going to be all right, is what I'm telling you, okay? What can we expect going forward? What's the rest of 2025 looking like for you? Tell me more.
A lot of national features, a lot of growth. A lot of music videos and music because I was that kind of girl that was not releasing, like maybe I could take like a break for like a year not releasing, but now, honey, I'm back.
Oh, I love to see.
I have messages to spread. I have people to motivate, to, you know, because people out there are hurt and I am also hurt, so I want to heal.
Through the music.
Through the music.
And through your foundation, which you also have. Yes. Tell me more about this.
Started last year. Started giving back with some shoes, pads. And till this day, I've been trying. And I also did, on my birthday last year, Christmas, I did do like a soup kitchen somehow by the area for the needy people. I was like, I'm proud of you, girl. You
are doing so well, Zintle. What an inspiration, my goodness. I know the 16th of June was just earlier this week, but we are still celebrating the youth, and we can't wait to see you take to the stage. Oh my goodness, Expresso fam, you're in for such a beautiful treat with our girl, Zintle Kwaaiman, and you got to know the gorgeousness. We'll hear from her in just a little bit. For now, let's head over to G-Man. I think he's got something delicious for you.
Yep, I thought we needed to put the brakes on the conversation before the rest of us feel absolutely useless and mundane in our efforts to help everyone else rise above us. Zintle is my spirit animal for the rest of this year, and you cannot wait to see her energy firsthand, trust me. But right now we're going to slow things down. We're going to take a quick round of Would You Rather in as we dip out with Omar, and it's our Omar edition. And if you want to play along, feel free to dip out. Never. You never have a choice with me. No, these are interesting questions, not too hectic. First of all, how awesome is Zintle?
Oh, I love her.
Oh, my word.
I want to just put her in my pocket and take her around with me everywhere to give me energy and life.
Just siphon that life force. She is amazing. I love
Beautiful.
it. Okay, well, we're going to find that same balance in our own lives right now. And when work gets wild and life feels non-stop, which is pretty much all the time, how do you dip out and take a moment to center yourself with Omar Rusks? We want you to please share that answer on the Expresso socials. And then, of course, you stand a chance to win because we love giving stuff away. And this week's competition, our hashtag Dip Out with Omar competition, you could win big. So let's hear how you dip and recharge. We'd love to. How do you dip and recharge?
Dip and recharge. I mean, the other day I admitted that I scroll on TikTok, and that's kind of how I take a moment for myself. But this weekend, I'm going to prioritize going for a walk outside. I think the weather's going to clear up, and I'm going to do something.
Are you going to take your phone with you when you go for that walk? I have a feeling you will. Okay, so I'm going to throw some scenarios at you. And we'll both play along. We'll both play along. So would you rather have back-to-back Teams calls with no coffee, or emails that keep pinging after hours?
Neither.
I mean, we kind of get both.
Yeah.
I mean, the emails keep coming regardless. So I don't know what to do to stop that.
But the no coffee with back-to-back email sounds painful.
I can't make it through one Teams meeting without a coffee. I literally have reserve. I've got a giant coffee cup, 4 meetings that I have. And when they're like, your meeting time's running out, I'm like,
let's wrap it up.
Let's wrap it up, guys. Or most of my meetings, there's no sound and no video. And I'm like, I'm listening. I'm listening.
There.
Ting, 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 ting. Okay.
So you will go for emails that keep pinging, because it happens
yeah,
anyway,
100%, 100%. I can't go without my coffee in a meeting. I'm sorry.
Okay, can I put one to you?
Go for it.
Would you rather dip your Omar Rusks in rooibos or in coffee? Ooh.
It's literally, and people, you might think I'm just kind of, walking the line here, but it would depend on the time of the day. Simple as that.
Mornings?
Mornings, coffee.
Afternoon.
Who drinks tea in the morning?
I love it tea in the morning.
What's wrong with, what is the point? I can't
Green tea's got caffeine.
I'm joking. I understand there are alternatives to coffee in the world, but I love my rooibos. Obviously, it's caffeine-free.
So that's like the 4 o'clock.
My kids also have it, so I like having like a little tea rusk moment with them if I can. And you?
I would say tea. In my mind and growing up, tea and Omar Rusks always went together, but like milky tea, right?
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, and then you dip it in and then it gathers at the bottom. But we don't touch that.
Okay, and I don't...
Don't touch the remnants.
Why not, man? That's sustenance. Have you ever been a student? Have you ever had to survive on the crumbs at the bottom of your cup?
Crumbs.
Clearly not. Not. Okay, I'm going to throw... well, I like that scenario. Okay, I'm going to throw another one. Would you rather dip out in your car between errands or in the office kitchen pretending to make tea?
Car, immediately. My car's my safe place.
Do you have crumbs all over your car?
I do. It's a safe place. No one has to judge me when I'm in there.
But how do you manage the dip dribble when do you keep the cup close?
I've actually got a thing that I pull out and then I just
a grown-up poncho that you can just put on. I love that. Okay, I'm going to throw another one to you. Would you rather have a deadline extension or a bottomless box of your favorite Omar Rusks?
Oh, that's tough. No, obviously not. I would rather have bottomless Omar Rusks.
Okay, because you've got no deadlines coming up today.
Exactly. Zero. What responsibilities? What are those?
I'm just out there dipping, man. Out there dipping.
You going for the rest?
I kind of live on the event horizon. I need a bit of tension and drama, so I'd go for the lifetime supply. Do we offer a lifetime supply of Omar Rusks?
Yes, we do.
Okay, I'm going to go for that option because I really do like that idea. Very, very cool.
Oh,
well
that
done.
was
I like
fun.
it.
Thank you,
Do we
Gray.
fail or pass? I don't know.
think we passed with flying colours.
Whatever,
what they say?
whatever the question is, I would rather. Okay, that was a lot of fun. And now, of course, it is your turn. And when work does get hectic, how do you guys dip out and take that moment to center yourself with Omar Rusks? Please share that answer on the competition post on the Expresso social pages, and you could win yourself 2,000 Rand in cash and a delicious winter hamper as well. Shame these poor people were thinking we were going to make them buy their own rusks
Never.
with the money we give you. No, you get a whole hamper with that as well. And of course, you need that qualifying hashtag dip out with Omar. But you can find the T's and C's on Expresso Show.
You were rushing through that so you could dip.
I really was. I really was. Now, do you know what I was doing? I was busy assessing the rusks, their dipability.
And if you could fit 2 in the cup at the same time.
My mouth.
Yum.
Yummy. Perfect.
Dip out with Omar this winter. Tasty, filling, and oh so satisfying. The ultimate winter snack.
That was delicious.
I need to clear more real estate in my mouth because we've got minestrone soup coming up. Didn't think about that flavor combo, but we'll make it work. We'll make it work.
Soup is always a good idea, is what I'm saying.
And it's winter.
Minestrone is delicious. It's for everybody. And then winter layers for the family. The insides are covered. The outsides are covered. And I think we're having a good time.
Do you think I can fit another layer? I think we can put another layer on. We'll see now.
I love boots. I love like loungewear a lot. I love oversized jumpers. With kids, you know, they go around, they play, so I always make sure that, you know, they're durable, they last really long.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back as we take it straight to the social media streets, and we of course put it to you guys this morning that winter has arrived with a cold bite of note, and we asked you guys, what is that one fashion staple that you're living in to survive the chill? It can be new, it can be 100 years old. Is it that fluffy gown? Is it the oversized hoodie you won't let go of? Is it a pair of slippers? Even just a comforter? Let us know via voice note 063-036-9649, and of course hashtag Expresso Show if you're going to drop us a comment. In fact, let's take a little listen right now to what you all had to say. Norma weighing in saying, my oversized hoodie under my fluffy gown, that's okay. That's my winter fashion statement to keep the chills out. 100%. You can even throw a blanket over that. I like it. Let's hear what Ross Cozy's up to. I like this. He says, good morning. Winter's chill indeed. It is biting. My go-to fashion staple for surviving the cold would be my cozy oversized hoodie. Right there with you. There is something about the extra layer of warmth and comfort that just makes me feel so snug and ready to take on the day. You are not alone, my friend. Maybe there's a gap in the market for oversized hoodies. Let's hear from Chantel. How is she cozying up this cold winter? Good morning, Chantel. She says, good morning, right back at us. My fluffy socks and warm pajama jacket keeps me warm. It does start with the feet. I'm surprised no hot water bottles have come into the mix. Let's get one more comment in from Nama. Good morning to you, Nama, as well. You're just as awesome. I'm loving my scarf and hat combo this winter. It's the perfect way to stay warm and stylish. I think Nama has embraced a new season in her own fashion journey, and we have an opportunity to do that just now. And I say it is time officially to layer up once again, ladies.
That's right. And layering does not mean that you have to compromise on also looking good at the same time. I know we love our gowns, but let's elevate our style just a little bit. And we brought in the perfect person to do exactly that. Our style expert, Taryn now proves that cozy and cool can actually go hand in hand. From luxe layers to timeless textures, she's showing just how mastermind she is with the winter style trends and also tips she has for family with comfort, but also no compromise on fashion. Welcome back, Taryn. You know that it's officially layering season. I personally love winter fashion because you could just look so cool, but effortlessly, right? So what trends should we be looking out for this season?
Well, obviously layering is about keeping warm, right? But as you mentioned, it's also about elevating your style. And this season, we're seeing a lot of contrast layering. So contrasting colors or textures or playing around with hemlines and proportions. So for example, you could add a pop of color under a toffee-coloured suede jacket. It's also about playing with print and pattern, like you're wearing today, leopard print for the win.
Always.
Playing with pattern, but then pairing that with your everyday essentials, so you could pop a little suit under there and then throw your print over it. And then it's also about mixing your textures as well. So maybe a leather jacket over a fuzzy knit paired with a silky skirt.
Jeez.
So yeah, it's all about having fun with those contrasts, and that's the way to go for the season.
That's beautiful. Okay, so when it comes to layering, I feel like there's a technique to it. You can't just throw on 50 different things and think you'll look good. So what do we have to bear in mind when layering?
So I always have the sort of 3-layer rule at your maximum. Of course, you can do 2 layers. That's like a easy entry-level way of layering. But there's the base layer, right? So you've got a fitted long sleeve t-shirt or a roll neck. Then you've got your mid-layer that is over that, so it could be a button-up cardigan, a button-up shirt, maybe a v-neck sweater, and then your outer layer, which is your jacket or your coat. It's also great to work with oversized coats and jackets, just to let your mid-layer have some room to play. And then, of course, the final layer would be accessorizing, so with a scarf or a hat or a cap.
I'm glad you mentioned that, because I was going to ask you if you want to get into a quick little change when it comes to that immediate temperature drop.
Yes.
What are we grabbing?
Okay, so, I mean, of course, we're going to head for a jacket, right? And I want to bring our models out here. We've got Letabo, Jaylee. They can all come out, actually. We can talk about it at once.
Oh, wow.
Nice, big, happy family. So Letabo, for example, has her base layer, right? So she's got her roll neck underneath, and then that's simply throwing on a coat. Another thing to do is to maybe, with her outfit, she could add a chunky knit with a lighter jacket, like the trench I'm wearing.
Yes.
So it's just about creating that balance of warmth and comfortability.
And you don't want too much bulk on you at the same time.
No, of course not. And that's why I mentioned going a bit oversized. If you're going to throw on that chunky knit, have your jacket be a little bit bigger. I mean, in general, that's always the way to go. And then, of course, over here with cute little Jaylee, she's got, this is actually a set. So this roll neck comes with her dress, which is good value for money. But she's also got essentially her base layer with her mid layer and then her outer layer, which is her puffer jacket. And it's also about mixing and matching prints.
I love the hat.
I know, it's super cute, little pom-poms. It just creates just a special interest in your overall look.
Beautiful. Okay, the girlies are sorted, looking fabulous. 10 out of 10 to you. Shall we move on to the men?
Let's move on to the men.
All right. Gents, welcome in.
Hello, hello.
Oh, come on.
Okay, so we're going to dad-son this situation here. We've got like a really cool, I would call this a bit of a smart-ish casual look for boy over here. And then for the menswear, same thing. Base layer, beautiful, beautiful, soft collared, lightweight knit. Lightweight being the key word. You obviously, again, don't want it to be too bulky if your coat is really well tailored in this instance. But another great tip is you can take the coat off and throw on something a little bit more casual. That's also another contrast. Casual sort of leather jacket with these smart pants and these Chelsea boots. That's a great option. And then over here, this is where we're playing with those 3 layers. So we've got the collared shirt with the pullover over that, and then also another great jacket. Also, the colors work really well together, keeping it tonal and cool.
Sunny, how about a scarf? We could probably throw a scarf on as well.
Absolutely. I mean, this could be a great option in the menswear department. Short girl problems. Here we go. So that is a really cool option. And then this is also a really fun option.
Oh, I like that.
For the boy.
Yeah.
And then, of course, if you don't want a little cap, you can also do a beanie. For menswear, also your hat.
Like a poor boy hat is really great. Thank you.
Okay, I'll dress you. So that's also another great option.
Beautiful. And look at that, elevated the look entirely. I'm going to bring the whole family in so we can see it all together. So come on, Jaylee Tabo. Let's see it work together. And yes, 10 out of 10. The layering is looking good. The elevation is there as well. And the family's walking out looking like models.
I mean, come on. I mean,
come on,
right?
they are models. Well done, Taryn. You guys look absolutely amazing. And there you have it, elevated layering for the entire family. Shop essential layering pieces at Woolworths. You could do so in store, online, and of course on the app. Do a little 360 for us, guys. Let's see it all.
Slow clap.
Yes.
I love that. Seldom do the dads win the fashion competition. Absolutely love that look. Now, maybe you can be stepping out in style on a whole different level. If you pick those 6 lucky numbers today and play your Powerball and Powerball Plus, you could net yourself 53 million rand. That's what's waiting in the jackpot this Friday. So play your Powerball for 32 million, your Powerball Plus for an estimated 21 million rand today. Please get those tickets now. Go in-store as soon as they open. You can go online right now, nationallottery.co.za. Likewise, use the app. You can use your own cell phone banking app, or you can right now take your phone and dial *120 *7529# for USSD. All of those details, as simple as they are, on the social media pages in Expresso land, so go and check it out and push the play. Powerball and Powerball Plus for 53 million in the estimated jackpot today. You could be wearing a coat like this every day.
Every single day. I think they deserve it. Your wife deserves it too.
She does.
She does.
The way you say that makes me think that she already has one.
She has a couple.
Yeah.
She has a few. Okay, let me tell you about winter, right?
Okay.
I look good, yes, but when it comes to winter essentials, maybe this is not so essential. Depends who you ask. Gamers got us sorted when it comes to winning, and I can't wait to get into that because you deserve to win, Expresso fam. And then minestrone soup.
Yes.
If you saw minestrone on a page, what would you...
The minestrone. I love minestrone.
I love minestrone soup.
You got to minestrone first,
You do.
and then you eat it. No, minestrone is a go-to in winter for a good reason. Obviously nutritious, it packs a punch, but it's delicious, man. At least the way we make it.
I've
And
never
Neil
had it.
Anthony is going to take it to another level. We'll see now.
Can't wait for that.
Optimize your gut health with Phytoceutics range of pre, pro, and postbiotics. Use code Expresso for 15% off at phytoceutics.com.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Winter's got the chills, man. I'm sorry, but don't worry. Games are bringing the thrills. See what I did there?
I like
Words,
that.
They are turning up the heat with some sizzling deals that'll warm our hearts and our wallets.
Ooh.
And is it not the right time of the year to be warming our wallets?
Please, like, heat it all the way up. We're giving away 2 500 Rand game shopping vouchers to help you stock up on your winter essentials. And if you want in, listen closely. Simply finish this sentence. This winter, I've #got game because...
Because they're one of our partners.
Thank you.
They really are.
And they're the best.
They are amazing. And I know I go gaga about the day-to-day essentials, but there are some big-ticket items available as well. So please share that answer with us on the competition post, on the Expresso socials, and that qualifying #GotGame. And you could be our next winner, or next 2 winners.
Yes, 500 Rand, you could go quite far with game.
Oh, for sure.
Walk down that aisle and you've got a candy store.
Do you have to? I have to have like a horse has blinkers when I go into a game. I've got to, because no, but I just love buying stuff for other people when it's so cheap.
That's so nice, Graham. Can I make it on your list? Oh,
Not
my
expensive
goodness.
stuff, just winners. No, it's the fact that you can get those winter everyday staples that are absolutely vital that you don't realize you can get at game. You always think tech, maybe an air fryer.
Air fryer is exactly
maybe
where my
some
mind
new
went.
gaming stuff, a new TV, that kind of thing. But
they've got everything.
Oh man, maize meal, sanitary pads, the
Biscuits.
cheapest sanitary pads that you can get in the country, I think. Best value. value for money. Go and donate to U-Turn or do something with your life.
I love that.
Come on.
Personally, again, buying the biscuits and the coffee and the tea, I'm trying to keep warm first. Let me fill my cup first. But when it's freezing outside, I got to ask you, Gray, what is your ultimate God game survival move? What are we doing? Or are we dancing?
A bit of both, okay? I've realized I sing my way through winter. My kids have been telling me I obviously like to express myself through song. I layer up. That's been my thing this winter, is learning how to layer up, because it gives you like 3 or 4 outfits in one go. And I like that. And when
you
get
strip
home,
it as you walk.
No, that makes it sound dodgy. No, literally, you can, in the studio, see me in about 5 different outfits for every show, because I love that. I do dig the layering up option.
I like that. I like the idea of dancing or movement. It really is a great thing. And then if not, a hot water bottle. You know I'm going to go for that.
And you get some proper hot water bottles
good
now.
ones.
Okay, I'm going to put this to you. If you had to host the coziest winter night in with that $500 that we are giving you from Game, what would the setup look like, do you think? Are we like candles, furry blankets and pillows?
I'm glad you didn't ask who's invited and rather what is there, because I'm the only one that's going to enjoy it, right?
Wow.
Definitely some candles. I love to romanticize my life.
Okay.
And a warm, fuzzy blanket. And it's just me, the couch, and a streaming service all night.
Do you have pets?
Oh, yeah, I forgot about them.
Yeah.
I've got a cat and a dog.
But aren't they a winter accessory?
They're
My
my
cats and
water
dogs,
bottles.
they literally, they come as a package deal in winter. They like get over their beef and they just get there.
What would your night look like?
The fire.
Yeah.
I've just loved it. Even my pets actually, incidentally, love just sitting watching the fire.
It's the crackling.
Exactly. Our brains slow down, our metabolism slows down.
You know, I actually stream fire on YouTube.
You can.
Just there in the background.
Try that with some relaxing cat music and you are on your
Perfect
way.
combo.
Okay, before we fall asleep on the couch, I'm going to send you off to please go and do something else I do in winter, which is make soup. And we are making a minestrone soup in just a moment. So if that interests you, you can get onto expressoshow.com and get that recipe and start preparing. But right now, of course, I want you to think about your next shopping excursion. And remember, please, that our little competition we're running, courtesy of Game, closes Monday, the 30th of June. So you don't have a huge amount of time. Jump on it. And all you have to do that is finish this sentence. This winter, I've #GotGame because... Maybe you want to include minestrone soup, but you've got to include #GotGame in that post, please, or we won't know that it is a qualifying entry. And that is not all. In fact, Game has also extended their trading hours at selected stores to make it even easier. So you've got more time to shop your way through winter, and you can get those amazing deals at game.co.za. Stay warm. Let's make soup.
Well, we've done some layering, but we also know that winter means that it's soup season, and I can't wait to get into the goodness of everything before me with Neil Anthony. So you've made us some bread, and to me, that's the perfect complement to some soup.
Exactly. I mean, you could really dip that bread into the soup. That's where we want to be going.
Oh, yes, please. Oh, you're already starting.
We're already starting.
We're making minestrone.
We're rolling. We're making minestrone. This is pretty criminal, this recipe. It's very, very fast.
Okay.
Yeah, so
I don't believe I've
super
had
fast, super
minestrone
simple. Well, it's just a mixed vegetable soup, isn't it? You can put pasta through it, etc., etc.
But I see you put some meat in the pan
we've got some chorizo started there, so we're going to draw those beautiful fats out.
Okay.
So
garlic is always
sausage,
a good idea.
There's garlic in the sausage. We're going to pop some more in anyway.
Nice. I feel like you can never have enough garlic. Also,
Good
I've heard
for you
it's
as
very
well.
good for you. Thank you.
Very good for you.
And ginger. That's like the
Ginger's
perfect
good.
combo.
Turmeric sort of vibes as well, is what we're going to be going with.
Yes.
Anything down that sort of road.
Beautiful. Chorizo is like
Chorizo is a pork
sausage.
Yeah, you can use any sort of sausage you want in here. You could use a beef sausage if you really wanted to.
What is it about the chorizo that you enjoy?
It's just garlicky and fatty, because then it draws that fat out and we render that fat out, which is really sort of what we want.
And the fat is good for this
You know,
soup?
adding extra flavors and layers. Layering the soup as well.
Layering the soup.
That's the word of the day, I think, today.
I think you've been listening, Neil.
Exactly.
I like this. All right, so the tomato paste has gone in.
Tomato paste has gone in. We've got to cook the tomato paste a little bit as well.
Yeah. This forms the base of our soup.
This is now the base of our soup, yeah. And of course, someone else has done all the hard work and the chopping there.
Thank
so
you,
that's really
Willie.
cool. Exactly. We'll thank them for that.
Okay, let me open this for you.
You open that for me.
This is just, it's a minestrone
There we go.
soup mix. Okay, and then it's got some good ingredients in it. It's got some beans, got some carrots, and some spinach and cabbage.
Yeah, so
Smells healthy.
Oh, no, I mean, so... You know, you could pre-make this, you could sort of have it lying around, you could even make this and freeze it if you really wanted to.
I love that.
Yeah.
Soup, to me, we make in batches, and then we definitely eat it as we desire. And then how long do we want to cook this for?
Well, I mean, it's a bit of a personal sort of preference. If you like yours a little bit sort of crunchier still, then cook it a bit less. If you like yours like super soft, then cook it a bit more, you know what I mean? So it's really a personal preference, yeah.
And what's your take on blending soup versus chunky soup?
This, I think, you know, like a leek and potato or a tomato, I like to blend. But a minestrone needs to have a bit of chunk to it. It needs to have a little bit of body to it, you know what I mean?
We love a thick soup over here.
Oh, I mean, yeah. I like a thick soup. Not too thick as well. Then it's then it's more just a puree of sorts.
What do you just put in? What is
this? A couple of bay leaves. They're always good.
Yeah. And then a
minestrone has to have tomato in it, so that goes in, bang.
Okay, what's your take on noodles or no noodles in a soup?
Again, it's a total personal preference. I would put a bit of cooked pasta through this at the end, maybe. You know.
Any specific pasta? Some penne?
I'll go some penne or some. You take some rigatoni, cook it, and then you can cut into little sort of hoops.
Cute.
There you go.
I always wondered how they made the hoops.
There you go.
Okay. Beautiful. And then stock. Is this how we add flavor?
Yeah. No, we're going to go veg stock or chicken stock, anything you like. And so here you go. Here's your sort of question on how long you want to cook it for. You know, how long is a piece of string?
5 meters, I
Twice
think.
half its length.
Oh, what?
Twice half its length. There you go.
Twice half its length. I don't think it's too early for my brain to compute this.
So yeah, cook this. I mean, cook it down until it's your preferred texture. I mean, if you wanted to blend it up a bit, you could blend it up a bit. I mean, yet again, it's a very personal thing. The soup.
I agree with that.
You know, it's a super personal vibe.
Do you know what's also personal? What you have on the side of your soup.
Exactly.
So, is it a toasty? Is it a second meal? What's your side?
I'm a toasty for sure, always. Yeah.
Cheese?
Grilled cheese. Yeah, no, grilled cheese is the ultimate accompaniment to most things in life.
I agree.
But definitely to a tomato, definitely to anything in tomato as well. Cheese and tomato goes well together. You got the minestrone as well, always good. I mean, even this, just just a beautiful crusty sort of bread vibe.
Yes.
Anything sort of dippy is great, obviously.
Like a ciabatta or sourdough. Neil, you're gonna burn your
dippy.
fingers.
That's fine, don't worry.
We're trying to rescue her.
I burned my fingers 1,000 times. That's
Do you
fine.
even have any left?
I don't. Actually burnt my fingerprints off once for a laugh.
What?
Yeah, I burnt my fingerprints off once and they couldn't take my passport. They couldn't, it was crazy. Many moons ago.
Did they take you to the back and say that you are a spy? That's amazing. How do you know when your soup is ready?
Well, yet again, I mean, it's totally a personal thing. I mean, I would cook that for a good sort of myself, good 20 minutes. Good and nice. I mean, yet again, the soup is a nice thing you can put on in the background, go along with your day, do your vibes, whatever.
How about a pressure cooker?
Probably not pressure cook this, the slow cooker maybe.
Slow cooker, yeah.
Pressure cook, that's a bit harsh for a pressure cooker. So yeah, then we have, like I'd give that a good sort of 20-25 minutes.
Wow, and then look at our minestrone soup.
Beautiful. I mean,
and look at the oils like
beautiful.
on the
I mean, you get like
well.
that's a bit of oil come out of the chorizo. You get that bit of oiliness from the tomato puree. A little bit of olive oil went in. So I mean, it's also again, if you're dipping something in there, it sort of absorbs into everything and becomes really nice. If you play around with sort of the liquid amounts, you can go sort of more sort of liquid, then it's more sort of brothy. If it's if you want sort of really thick, then take some of the liquid out.
Okay.
So again, it's a personal thing, the minestrone.
And then I'm seeing some things we have here.
Yeah, we've got some extra vibes going on.
Basil
it's always nice
pesto.
to, yet again, to sort of, how do you say, sort of
elevate,
zhuzh it, elevate, layer
add
it.
extra layers.
Layer it.
There you go.
Layer it. So, I mean, yet again, it's just, a good old bowl of it. You don't want to be messing around too much. You don't need to get fancy with that.
I always wonder what the serving size is for soup. As much as you want.
As much as you want. I just eat it out the pot. I didn't even put it in a bowl. And then, I mean, obviously tomato, cheese, parmesan vibes go really well together. I mean, you could even sort of put this back into the oven, get a bit of sort of crust on it if you're feeling super fancy.
That's nice.
Yeah, if you're feeling super fancy. And then, I mean, obviously, again, just nice and simple, super really easy. Nice bit of sort of basil pesto through that.
Wow.
I mean, Robert, your mother's brother.
Okay, that's tasty. Would you add croutons?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, if you're adding the pasta in, maybe not the croutons. I mean, you're double carbing, or if you're serving the...
We carbo load in winter.
Carbo loading, yeah, cool. Yeah, no, that's fine, cool. So, I mean, yeah, croutons go in on top, some crispy onions go in on top, anything.
That's great.
Pine nuts, if you're doing the pesto, you've got obviously the pine nuts and the tomato and all that sort of stuff going through.
It's all complementing.
So, I mean, you really want it to sort of... There you go.
Neil, no, you know what? That's for you.
Okay.
This is for me, and guess what? Graham's been salivating on the side here.
Double carbs, that's Graham's middle name.
What? You can do that? You're allowed?
You're allowed.
Graham double carb.
Wow, but I knew you would do something crazy with this minestrone.
Well, I mean,
soup.
minestrone.
Okay. Minestrone, we love it, man.
Wow.
Is that basil?
Basil pesto, yeah. I mean, it's a beautiful thing. Just stir it through, just sort of luxuriates it. It really sort of...
So as I made a basil pesto chicken pasta for one of my children yesterday.
Do they like it?
With cheese toasties in between, and then a crudité board with... This is what I'm saying. No, this is ridiculous. My kids live in a restaurant.
Calm down.
What's a crudité?
No, I'm going to go home and make
Crudité
this.
is sort of raw vegetables, so it's more like the...
We're going in together, eh? I'm sorry.
Yeah, we're going to all cheers.
I'm getting a bit of that.
Bit of the cheese.
Oh, the basil pesto.
Ching, yeah, please do. Ching,
Cheers,
ching.
cheers.
Ching,
guys.
ching. Nothing weird about that at all, okay?
Beautiful. I mean...
Oh, wow.
You get that little chorizo through it.
It tastes like pizza.
It tastes like pizza. I love it.
That's
pizza
what he was
soup?
going for. That's what he was going for. Oh, that is delicious.
I like that.
Hey, the soups have been rocking, hey? Our Thai soup yesterday, our Minestrone soup today.
It's a pizza soup now. Okay.
Officially.
That's it.
Well
yeah,
done,
we
Willies.
renamed it.
Oh, man, this makes me
Expresso
want to
pizza
think
soup.
and sing and dance. No, luckily, we've got Zintle here for that. And I would imagine it's going to be an emotional performance titled Mama. We know how much her mom meant to her and still does in this incredible journey that she's on. But that being said, we want to find out a bit more about her, so we're going to play a game of quick-fire questions. She must be nervous. It will reveal all. Okay, I'm going in for a second,
Take that.
Sure,
which
that's your
means it's
spoon?
my...
There you go.
Oh, did you swap my spoons? I don't care, actually. The soup is that good. Come to me.
Dreaming of the ultimate kitchen glow-up? You could win a fully fitted Easy Life kitchen worth 450,000 Rand. Complete with premium Caesarstone countertops and 50,000 Rand installation covered by ABSA. Head to your nearest Easy Life kitchen showroom, scan the QR code, strike a selfie in your favorite kitchen setup, and fill out the in-store entry form. Kitchen dreams made easy. Entries close 30th of June. T's and C's on easylifekitchens.co.za.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
With just 2 minutes before we hit the top of the hour, let's get into your 8 o'clock news on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Let's get started nationally, where 10 black rhinos have been relocated from South Africa to Mozambique's Zintle National Park, reviving a species instinct there for 50 years. Donated by Izimvelo KZN Wildlife and supported by Peace Parks Foundation, this brings the park's rhino population to 37. Funded by the UK's People's Postcode Lottery, the project strengthens conservation, promotes biodiversity, and helps mitigate climate change through ecosystem restoration. Now, the cross-border effort aims to create a viable breeding population, reinforcing Zintle as Mozambique's only Big Five reserve and advancing global conservation goals. In other news in the country, City Power has launched a city-wide campaign to register 130,000 indigent households for free basic electricity in Johannesburg. Now, the program provides 50 kilowatts of free power to monthly to residents earning 7,503 rand or less. Registered users also qualify for surcharge waivers, free meter repairs, and possible rebates on other services. And the initiative tackles illegal connections, protects infrastructure, and promotes access to essential services. Running until July's end, the campaign aims to restore dignity, reduce energy inequality, and build a more inclusive and compliant electricity supply system across the city. In your international news-making headlines, Ghana's cedi has surged nearly 50% in 2025, making it the world's strongest performing currency. This recovery comes after Ghana's 2022 currency crash, with improvements credited to falling inflation, firm monetary policy, and strong export earnings. Support from the IMF plus record gold prices has helped investor confidence soar. Now, the Bank of Ghana also improved forex market operations by switching to spot auctions. From a symbol of economic hardship, the cedi now reflects resilience and reform, climbing from 15 cedis to just over 10 cedis against the US dollar within months. Meanwhile, President Xi Jinping and Vladimir Putin have condemned Israeli airstrikes on Iran and urged restraint. As tensions escalate, Iran plans to meet European diplomats in Geneva, signaling readiness for diplomacy. However, Iran vows to defend itself as Israeli attacks reportedly struck nuclear targets. Iran retaliated with missile and drone attacks following Israeli hits on civilian sites. Now, meanwhile, US President Donald Trump said a decision on American involvement would come within 2 weeks, adding further uncertainty to a conflict showing no clear path to resolution. And closing off by bringing it back home, where Grammy Award-winning artist Zakes Bantwini has added another jewel to his crown, this time from Harvard Business School. The Osama hitmaker has just completed the Business of Entertainment, Media and Sports Executive Program in Boston, calling it more than a personal victory. It's a bold reminder that African creatives deserve seats at every global table shaping the future. Now, the course equips top-tier talent, promoters and brand managers with tools to thrive in a fast-changing entertainment industry. Bantwini's journey from KwaMashu to Harvard inspired a flood of congratulatory messages from peers. That's yet another step in the blending creative brilliance with boardroom influence. And we can't wait to see how he's going to just elevate the music industry even more. That is where we leave your 8 o'clock news. Let's get into your final sporting highlights with Graham.
Well, from one now global force to another, he is still doing it. Let's start with Lionel Messi delivering a 54th minute curling free kick like he does that propelled Inter Miami to a dramatic 2-1 comeback win over Porto in the Club World Cup. So Telasco Segovia, he levelled early in the second half, but then Messi's trademark strike making history. The first time an MLS or CONCACAF club has beaten a European side at this competition ever. So as a result, Miami are now sharing top spot in Group A with Palmeiras on 4 points. Now we turn to rugby, and the moves are happening off the field. The Emirates Lions have announced the signing of former Bulls and Pumas fly half, very experienced Chris Smith, fresh from his stint at France's Oyonnax, as they aim to solidify that 10-shirt option moving forward. And also joining exciting players, wingers Edwin Keita from the Sharks and then Blitzbox star Angelo Davids from the Stormers. Wow, the trio bolstering Johannesburg's backline ahead of their vital upcoming Vodacom URC season. Let's build on the success of the last. Now, clearly Australia are getting a little nervy about the upcoming Ashes series. And of course, Marnus Labuschagne has been ruled out. Likewise, Steve Smith from that first test in Barbados up against the West Indies, starting on the 25th of June. So the 19-year-old Sam Constas returns to open, while Josh Inglis, he slots into that middle order. And selector George Bailey says that this lineup shuffle now offers fresh blood a chance to blood themselves in, while helping to restore that much-needed confidence in some of the senior players ahead of the Ashes. Now, speaking of a loss of confidence, let's get back on grass as defending Halley champion and world number 1 Yannick Sinner crashed out in the second round, losing 3-6, 6-3, 6-4 to Kazakhstan's Alexander Bublik. Now, why this is such big news? Sinner's first loss to a player outside the top 20 since the summer of 2023. And this upset now ends Sinner's grass court defense and sets up a quarterfinal clash with Thomas Mashak for Bublik. So watch that space, but I'm sure he will be bouncing back, and I'm talking about Sinner ahead of the next big Grand Slam on grass. But that's where we leave our sport for now. Nothing to report on the traffic front. Weather has been a bit crazy. Let's get the latest and any advisories.
In your final bit of weather news, the Eastern Cape Provincial Government hosted a solemn day of mourning in Mthatha yesterday, honouring the 92 victims of last week's deadly floods. Now, families, community members and leaders gathered to remember those lost. The city alone accounted for 68 fatalities. Meanwhile, the South African Weather Service continues to warn of very cold conditions across the Western Cape interior and the Northern Cape's Namakwa district, as well as damaging waves from Saldanha Bay to East London and damaging winds over Kruger and Nelson Mandela Bay. Let's get into that sunrise view of the hour we saw from Hermanus and also touched a base in the Western Cape. And now let's see what Johannesburg is giving. Gareth, a body of water may not be nearby, but I'm telling you, you've done justice to your city. This is looking absolutely gorgeous. I imagine you were just peering out your window and saw the beautiful sun greet you to give you a 21-degree day. I see the washing is also done, which is a good sign that the weekend is here and the clothes are going to be on your body looking good. 0630369649 is how you hit us up with your pictures. We'll get into that again next week. For now, though, let's have that final look at your temperatures.
Outside, stay indoors. Why? Because Zintle Kwaaiman is going to be performing in just a moment, a very emotional song. So I'm a crier. I've got to warn you, I might cry through your performance, but just we'll cry together. But right now we are not crying. We've got cups to catch our tears because we're going to have a little coffee challenge. You're going to represent, girl.
I am here to represent.
Okay, we do love you, but not for the next 2 minutes, okay? The battle lines have been drawn, okay? If you think you know your coffee, it's time to put that palate to the test. We are serving up a bold sip and select challenge. 1 mystery cup, 2 possible Jacob's variants. Can your taste buds crack the code? If you've got these at home, please try and do it and play along. Are you going to be a coffee detective? Zintle, do you like your coffee, first of all?
Yes.
Okay, thank goodness. Okay, we've ticked our first box.
To start.
So it really, you know, there is no real pass or fail here because they're all delicious.
I will say my station smells great.
I know, your station does look good. And I like to think of this as like 3 different times of the day as well. Sometimes you need your kick. Maybe sometimes you just want the taste of coffee, something a little bit sweeter. So we've got some beautiful beautiful variants here. I'm going to ask you to taste and tell me which of the two variants I give you think this coffee is.
Okay.
And some are very similar, I get that, so the devil is in the details. I'm going to pass that down to you.
All right.
All right, and you can start sipping and let your palate kind of embrace.
I'll do the sniff test
Okay,
first.
we're going to embrace our 3-in-1s first. So we have got the 3-in-1 Intense, which is bold and intense for when you need that extra boost. Then we've got the Jacobs 3-in-1 Original, which is a balanced mix of coffee, creamer, and a touch of sweetness. Okay, you've got 10 seconds to come up with an option. Are we going original or intense? Start your 10 seconds now.
I mean, we've been sipping.
Yeah, I think you know.
I've got my answer.
Okay, go for it.
I think this is balanced very well, and
Okay.
therefore it's giving the OG.
Okay, you think it's OG, but remember, you have been sipping my coffee from
Which
time
is
to time, which with my
different
9
level.
cups. What are you thinking?
I think it's original.
Original?
Yeah.
Okay, well, both of you need more coffee in your life. It's intense.
This is
okay?
intense.
I think you've
No.
spent too much time
Ooh.
around me. But you see what I'm saying? They capture the balance. It's not too strong.
It's not
it
too
doesn't
strong at
overwhelm your palate. Absolutely beautiful. For a coffee drinker like me, who does drink excessive amounts, like I'm going to have a sip right now. See, they even gave me an extra cup.
They knew.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah,
And also
very
not
good.
too sweet, so you can ramp that up if you want.
Exactly.
Great, you both fail. Okay, let's move
Try
on. No,
again.
don't worry, I have a special relationship with coffee, so I will be very strict with this one. Now we're going to deal with the origins. Okay, now these are very nuanced and detailed, so don't be too tough on yourself if you go one or either route, okay? So we've got from Southeast Asia, bold and earthy with low acidity, rich full-body taste with hints of dark chocolate, spice, and a slightly smoky finish. Then we've got Latin America, coming in bright and lively with a medium body, often features notes of citrus, red berries, and caramel sweetness. So
My goodness,
very
the
similar,
pressure.
but a bit of nuance. Let's start your 10 seconds now. I like the mouth movements that are being made as we assess our coffee taste.
Is it strong?
It's a bit strong.
What are you going for?
I'd say
What were the two options?
Southeast Asia, bold and earthy. Latin America, bright and lively.
bold and earthy.
Okay, you're giving
I'm
bold.
going the other option. This feels brass and lovely to
Bright
me.
and lively. Look, I have drunk a lot of coffee this morning. I'm going to say Carissa wins. Dun, 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 dun.
Yes!
So,
It was
okay.
giving...
Yeah, exactly.
No, you're cheating, girl. Come on.
Yeah, look, albeit we do this as our job every day. Hey? Just mitigate your own fallout here.
Promise.
By the end of today, you're going to be such a coffee snob. It's going to be ridiculous. All right, now we have got, I'm going to call them the dessert coffees because they are just so delicious.
So yummy.
Okay, if you do have a bit of a sweet tooth, lean into this.
Okay.
Grab your cup and see whether we are dealing with whole nut or mocha. So whole nut, smooth, creamy, nutty undertones, flavors of roasted hazelnut, mild coffee, balanced taste. Then we've got the mocha, rich chocolate-forward profile with a silky texture, sweet, indulgent. You've got the robust coffee notes, but the creamy cocoa, ideal dessert style. Okay, 10
I already
seconds
know, I don't
start
even
now.
need a
Okay. Well, you don't need it.
This one has a cocoa.
You like it. So
Yeah.
you're getting chocolate vibes. What are you feeling there, mocha
I
or
smell
hazelnut?
nuts.
You are nuts.
Let me win this one.
Oh, sorry.
Well, you don't even have to ask because you are the winner. It is our mocha. I've drunk a lot. We filmed some amazing little Jacobs moments all over the country. I was like fly fishing or pretending to fly fish. So, guys, it's a draw.
It's a draw.
Which makes me the winner because I get 6 cups of coffee. No, the real winner here is Zintle because she has started her coffee mad journey with us on the show. Well done. Thank you so much. If you had to pick up any one of these cups, okay, which one do you think you would? Out of
Sames, girl. Let's cheers on that.
It's a Friday. Why not? It's a Friday. You can have your dessert coffee for breakfast. Oh, it is this week's blend, and we love it. Keep your coffee strong and your vibes even stronger, and we will catch you next Friday for another sip. So I get all 3.
You
Thank
get all 6, as long as we get these.
Who says no to a cappuccino? Jacobs, wunderbar.
Oh, man,
Delicious.
there's been a lot of like going on in this side of the studio, which is great. We will get some far greater sounds, auditory notes coming from that side of the studio as Zintle performs for us in just a moment. We are so excited, girl.
And also,
So
girl,
excited.
we might have buttered you up a little bit with a sweet treat because we're going to put you in the hot seat in just a little bit. Quick fire questions.
Don't be hard on me.
Look at our faces. Come on. How could...
Take the jacket off. You've got to take off the mob wife jacket if you're going to say things like that. Quick fire questions on the way. We'll see you now. Listen up, young
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. It is your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Yes, we gave her some coffee, and great coffee at that. She's awake and alive to answer some quick fire questions. Don't think about it too much.
Don't be hard on me.
Never.
No, these are actually, they're quite sweet, but they are designed to be quite revealing. So the key here is you don't think. Just give us... But you are that kind of authentic person. I don't think you can sugarcoat something.
I'll try.
So I think it's just your vibe. Okay, so we're going to start this right off, and you can do this at home with your significant other. It's a lot of fun and very revealing. So the first question, what's the first thing you do when you wake up?
Ooh. I yawn.
Well, this morning, definitely.
After you yawn?
I go brush my teeth.
Okay, that's a good answer. It's a good answer. And then you have coffee after that. Okay. Your favorite song right now, what is it, Zintle?
Mama.
Oh.
Obviously.
Come on, beautiful.
Man, and you'll understand. When you hear a performance, you will understand the emotional quotient there. I like this one. One artist you would love to collaborate with.
I'm
And this is the
interested.
manifestation station. So manifest it right now, if you could.
Gabs at the small.
Really? Why?
Because he's also a spiritual person.
Okay.
And his sound is Too deep.
But are you going to give us the song for the summer?
Of course.
Yeah,
Honey.
Come on.
Honey.
We want to also be grooving with Kamsa
Anthem.
featuring Zintle.
Oh, try my best.
Okay.
Oh, what I love is I can just see the mental arithmetic going on above her head of how she can actually make this happen. Because I know you will go and get it. You see,
I love chills.
that's the start of the manifestation. Now I'm getting it as well. Now it's going to be under the jacket. It's going to be happening.
Okay, we know you love your shoes, and I love those shoes.
Oh, yeah.
But are you a sneaker or a heels girl?
Sneaker.
Really?
Sneaker.
Comfort.
This is me being a girl.
Okay.
But I'm a guy all day, every day.
Yeah, in the gym, yo. Every day is leg day.
Tomboy, I get you.
Every day is leg day.
Obsession.
Okay, I like that. Let's take it to the social media streets. This one's quite interesting. TikTok or the gram?
TikTok.
'Cause you're a singer.
Honey, TikTok people that are alive there. Instagram is just for the lifestyle.
The aesthetic.
Just setting life. But TikTok, you get there and be yourself.
You're living.
Oh, I like that. Who inspires you the most?
Oh my God, my mom, and now she's gone. Who else? I think my journey, my struggles inspire me.
Yeah.
Not a person, because I went through a lot, and that inspires me to get where I want to be. And I'm not even halfway there.
Girl, you're just getting started.
Exactly.
So,
yeah.
Oh, again, the manifestation station is
happening.
on
It's happening.
full 10 mode today. A word that your friends would use to describe you.
Ooh.
chaotic.
Yeah, I'm getting that.
Chaotic. Crazy.
Crazy.
Do they balance you out or make you more chaotic?
They do. Girl, sit down. Not today.
Relax sometimes.
Yeah, not today. It's not your day. And I just like
pull yourself to
well, I'm going to say today is your day.
Honey,
you let
I love
go.
this.
You
Yes,
let go, babe.
please.
Come on.
What is one thing that you can't live without?
My phone. I work on my phone.
I get
so that's
you.
my business.
You don't have to justify it to us like we're your partner who's now giving you hassles, okay? I love this part of the world, magical to me, the Eastern Cape. What's your favourite part of this beautiful slice of heaven?
Oh, Eastern Cape?
The whole
What's it called in English?
It's fine, you don't have to use English.
The mountains. I need this spiritual word for it.
Oh, I do too.
Mountains, waterfalls.
The natural beauty. For sure. It is
Natural
wild. When we call it wild, it's wild. It
It's
feels like
natural,
another
and
country.
people don't get to see it every day.
Yeah.
Like when you see what, like, we have this in Eastern Cape, honey. This waterfall, this beautiful.
The
I
whole
love
of the world,
it.
Coffee Bay. I mean, there are some mind-blowing... And people come from all over the world.
Yes.
Oh.
You see, we're having a moment. Storms River Mouth, that's where you're going to find us. She's just, I will lose her somewhere in the jungle, I think. She's going to be out doing crazy fitness things. I think you would, eh?
Stay there.
And you'd survive.
Period.
Thrive.
Thrive, I was going to say.
I'll be a Tarzan.
You'd be the Jade. All right, what's one piece of advice that you would give to your younger self?
Oh, girl, you get it. You got it going. You are powerful.
Yes.
You're strong, and you are the girl that you think you are.
Absolutely.
And your pain does not even define you, or your past doesn't define you. It was meant for you. It was meant for you to grow, and it's okay to be just broken sometimes.
100%.
Why am I getting emotional?
Because we
My
all are,
goodness.
just
We
a
are.
little bit. Oh, man. I think we're at the point of crying, so maybe it's time for you to go and sing, because I think that's what this is going to be, an incredible, emotional opportunity. So
I pray I don't
connect.
cry.
We'll cry with you. It's fine.
We are right there with you. Young lady, you can walk
This
across.
is your moment,
Just
Zintle.
see the outfit, please, as she does that walk of
Stunning.
honor. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, we are in for an absolute treat. The track is titled Mama, and yes, it's a dedication to her own incredible mama who has shaped the most wonderful young woman that is standing here today, just bearing it all. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for our first performance from Zintle Kwaaiman.
So this song is called Umama. It's myself featuring Umaleta. Shout out to you, baby girl. I love you so much, and all the best on your career. Let's go.
Sure. Go, go, there. ngabantu abaningi abantu I hope all of you in Tanzania are on your feet. Tell your mom. So you love her. You appreciate her. You are the queen. And you are blessed to have her. And God bless my mom. May her soul rest in peace. Daktana Bamchawe. Thank you.
Zintle Kwaaiman. Oh, girl, that was so beautiful. Wasabi. Oh, my goodness. I just know that your mom is so incredibly proud of you right now. That was Chef's Kiss, gorgeous. And we can't wait to hear more from our beautiful girl. I mean, can we give a 360 for the outfit as well? Just complimenting the beauty of the vocals and also the lyrical content. And we're going to continue down the avenue of just enjoyment on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It is a Friday, or a Friday after all. And we want to tell you a bit more about the Hyundai Alcazar and all about how space matters, how comfort matters, and the goodness that awaits you, especially if you're hitting up the long road. I mean, she is sexy, she is beautiful. And no, I'm not just talking about Zintle. She is a beast, all right? And we can't wait to get into that. Not only that, we're going to talk about and get into the deliciousness of a Clement Gold upside down cake. And yes, we brought the actual Clement here. It is, of course, Clem Pedro, and he's going to help us make something delicious to end off our Friday on the best note. We'll see you after this.
Listen up, young cooking stars. Are you between the ages of 13 and 17? Do you love making magic in the kitchen? Then enter to be a contestant on the new season of the Tastemaster Junior and stand a chance to win 200,000 Rand. To enter, visit thetastemaster.co.za and send us a video sharing who you are and why you love cooking. Entries close at midnight on Friday the 27th of June. T's and C's apply. Welcome back. Are we at the drive-in? Maybe. Hey, are there even drive-ins left, man? Please bring them back. No, there was something special about stepping into a car that sets the tone for the entire journey. I've just come back from a very long road trip, and it is awesome, but you need this space. It's not just about how it looks from the outside, but how it feels once you're inside. And a spacious interior isn't just a nice to have, it is a must-have for comfort, for convenience, and certainly for those epic road trips, because when your car fits your life, every drive feels just right.
That's true.
We are in the boot of the car right now, and we haven't even opened up the boot properly. I wanted to put to you this question, because I grew up doing road trips. My mom was amazing with that sort of thing. But when you are road tripping, how much of an issue is space when you are
the biggest
doing a
issue? Do you know why?
It has to be, eh?
I'm just that person that when the song plays, I'm here and I'm dancing and I'm having a good time. And now with the restricted room, where are my arms going?
Well, where do the snacks go? And then if it's cold, then you've got to have a little sleeping bag, and you've got to have other things in there, and then you've got all the paraphernalia. No, you need space. You absolutely do need that. I have an issue with crumbs and things like that. So I need to be able to clean with that. Is without a doubt my pet peeve. So I don't think I'll ever drive in your car.
I don't think we'd be together in a car ever.
I really do struggle with that notion. Do you have a pet peeve when you are road tripping?
Oh, how do you pet peeve? Do you lose your mind?
Just go crazy.
Just go crazy. No, pet peeves for me are definitely not having the aux cable. That's it. I need to control the music because it controls the environment that I'm in. Whether I'm driving or whether I'm actually just enjoying the vibes, I need to be the vibe curator and creator.
For sure. And you can curate. You can get a lekker. I suppose that's why you do the work you do. Hey,
yes, exactly.
It's on radio, curating music all the time. No, but it does. It makes all the difference. And you kind of go into a meditative space. I certainly do. I love doing the lion's share of the driving. I love that feeling of having the right
you like being behind the wheel?
I really do. But then I've got to have the family taken care of in the back. So there needs to be space to separate two children.
I get you.
After about 5 minutes, that's when the wheels generally come off. And of course, the Alcazar has got it in space.
Beautiful. 7 seats, in fact. So there's more room for my bags and more room for your kids.
When we were growing up, and I don't think we really do it anymore because safety is a major concern now, but would you have been in the boot? Was that your thing? Like
I've done that
Christmas
before.
bed in the boot?
We've done like the long road up the Western Cape, ended up in the boot with like pillows over me. Also, I think they were trying to sneak me in. Now that I think about it.
Exactly. If you're crossing a border, not so much.
Don't do it.
No, I used to love that, but I've realized now when you're doing the road trip, you need people to be comfortable. So you want to have your middle seats to be able to recline and chill out.
Definitely.
But then you need to be able to pack your whole life. And being able to kind of remove the back 2 seats and essentially have this gigantic boot is amazing. And if you are going down for a proper holiday, it means you've got inflatables and surfboards and, you know, all sorts
and 3 outfit changes for the day. Don't forget about that.
Exactly.
Your blow dryer, your makeup case, your extra shoes.
And you know when there's no leg room and you've got that one person who's irritatingly tall and then you're like drawing straws to see who sits where, and they've got their head out the sunroof like that. Do you have to go through that negotiation? Is there like a prime position? Do you have to be a window?
I'm never in the middle. I used to be forced to because I was the youngest growing up, but now I'm like, give me a window seat.
That's
on
why,
a plane in a car.
And then you're stuck in the middle, and then your mom brings out the boiled eggs and the Tupperware
and
the chicken legs. And
I do miss pat course, though. I do really love that.
So for you, I'm thinking packing is probably more important. Would you want to take more friends with you, or do you need more packing space? Do you want an extra seat or more room?
Technically, I've only got one friend, so that's fine. And then one, like, close friend. Don't feel bad for me. I love it to bits. Love you, Jade. And then also 50 bags.
Am I not even your one friend?
Oh, you didn't make it. Did you just she? And
well, now that you've only got one friend, I feel a little bit less hurt about that.
You make top 20 at least.
Thank you. We could probably fit the top 20 in here, actually, if we put the seats down. Christmas bed. I love it. No, space makes all the difference, especially if you've got a family.
Yeah.
There is nothing like the experience of a road trip. The drive itself is magical. I've got so many core memories wrapped around that notion. But of course, you need the versatility. And when the space is designed to be versatile with a great entertainment system,
come on now, and it does have a good one.
It is amazing. So a little bit later, we're going to delve a little deeper into how exactly the Hyundai Alcazar's foldable seats gives you more flexibility when you need it most. And they are the most easily foldable seats I have encountered. I really want a cake.
I would love a cake too. Can you make me one?
Would you like Clement Gold's?
I would like it upside down.
Okay.
And yes, Clem has
I'll
to
try
make
not
it.
to drop it. I'll try not to drop it.
When you're smiling, when you're smiling, the whole world smiles with you.
As your unofficial CEO of Clement Gold, it is my duty to give you your daily dose of vitamin C. And we're doing that today with an amazing upside-down Clement Gold citrus cake with chocolate shards.
Because it had to. Did this one come to you in a dream, my
It did,
friend? Can
it
I get
did.
a little embrace? Because I love you so much.
I love you too, my man. Talk about dream combinations, chocolate and orange. And this one's a winner.
This might be one of the best. This is, you know, seeing as Carissa's got her top 20 list of. You're on my top 20 list of
Look,
friends,
I'm putting you top 5 because I was going to joke with Carissa and say she mispronounced my name. It's not pronounced J, it's pronounced Clem. But then after she burnt you and said you're in top 20, I was like,
I know.
No,
you don't even know if you're on that list, buddy.
No, confidence.
I'm going to say this is on my top 5 flavor combinations.
Right.
Citrus and dark chocolate in particular
Absolutely.
winning. Okay, so where do we
Let's
begin,
talk about
buddy?
it. So I'm going to celebrate the fruit, which is what we're here to do, right? Clement Golds are absolutely amazing. If you can use them in their whole state as much as you can, skins and all, you're going to get something really magical. Because, yes, you've got the beautiful sweetness of the flesh, which is perfectly balanced with the like, subtle acidity. But then you've got so much other flavor happening on the outside.
That's the reason why we use zest.
Of course. And the skin is so thin that actually, in the way we're going to use it today, it kind of just softens and really becomes part of the dish.
Oh,
so,
my word.
what you're going to do is you're going to find your mom's smallest chopping board, okay? You can't use a normal chopping board for this recipe. You need to find the smallest chopping board.
Carl left it here.
Guys.
Okay.
But then how
as a
is
little
he...
gift for me, just so I can remember him.
Is he going to be okay this weekend? How's he going to chop his food?
All right. He took mine, and it takes up his whole kitchen counter.
Wow. Okay, Carl, love you. Okay.
I love you so much,
we're going to
man.
slice up some of our Clement Golds.
And I like this. I like this no peel option here. I think a lot of bakers are going to like this no peel option
Imagine
as well.
after peeling 10 kgs of fruit, now you're like, wait, no, just to leave the skin on. Absolutely, and I'll show you why it works. If you actually look at how thin that skin is, that's what makes it...
Can we call it a membrane?
We can
it's
call
a membrane.
it...
No, it's not so sexy when you call it a membrane.
No, but you get the idea.
It is unbelievably thin. But how beautiful is that cross-section in itself? You want to lean into that.
It is stunning.
Use that from a design perspective. It just looks beautiful.
Can you start layering those for me?
Okay, because this is going at the bottom, but it'll become the top.
It will become the top, yes, exactly.
Because this is an upside down.
So you're going to want to make sure that you arrange it as beautifully as you can, because that's going to be your presentation side.
Okay.
And you can kind of squeeze them in there, squish them a little bit, because then when they bake, they're kind of like set in shape.
Sure.
You're good, Graham, you got it?
I've got it, buddy, I've got it.
So that's going to be our base. Then what we're going to do is we're going to make a quick Clement Gold sugar syrup, because when this cake comes out of the oven, and as soon as it comes out of the oven, we're actually going to pour a sauce over it to make sure it's extra juicy. Got extra Clement Gold flavor.
Ooh, like a drizzle.
A drizzle.
Ooh,
so cast the sugars in the pot at the moment. Cool, we're going to go in with a little bit of Clement Gold. The zest. I'm sorry, I was supposed to add some zest in there as well. So much flavor you get from the zest. That's going to heat, and that's going to become the syrup that we pour over the baked cake.
Wow.
Now,
can you even call this a cake? Is it not a dessert?
It's not a cake,
amazing.
but it's different. It's different. Okay, so next thing, we got some butter, we got sugar. This is for the actual cake itself.
Okay.
Graham, talk to the people. You go grab something I forgot.
Go and get us a pot. Now, I think when you're working with something as good as, and there's a reason why the world is in love with Clement Golds at the moment, you've got to honor the ingredient. And I love the fact that we're leaning into that. And it's not just from a flavor perspective, it's the look of it. Like, use it as the hero of the dish like this. I think this is a genius, masterstroke.
It really, really is. So we've got our sugar and we've got our butter into our bowl. Guys, it's winter.
It is.
You can heat up your butter, leave it on the counter for 5 minutes, and when you come back, it will be hard.
Crumble. It'll be crumble.
It will be crumble. So what you want to do is you want to make sure that the butter's a little softened. It's going to help the sugar incorporate. Tips on how to get your butter to soften. So what I like doing is, in this case, as you can see, our butter is like just dancing around because it's so cold. I'll take a dishcloth and then I run really hot water, or even boiling water, and then kind of like cool it off, bring it out. And then what I do is what I'm actually supposed to do. Whenever you're doing something like this, you always have your bowl on a cloth.
On a warm
So it does, even on a dry one, so your bowl doesn't dance around too much while you're doing it. So if you heat your cloth up with hot water, put it underneath the bowl.
a little bit of
heats up the
residual.
butter as you're busy.
Wow.
Winter, guys, it's real.
So
okay.
clever.
So here we go. Give me that a good mix. So imagine for a second that it's all now incorporated and it's fluffy. It's not fluffy. Okay, but imagine. So we're gonna turn up the speed, add some eggs.
Gonna get fluffier now.
Incorporate. Actually, it is gonna get fluffier now.
I mean, I'm sure I've asked you this every time, and I ask every baker. Was an upside-down cake intentional or a mistake? Did someone drop a cake and realize that this could be the best thing ever made?
Upside-down cakes actually were intentional. They wanted to show off the fruit, and I understand why. But, you know, we can pretend. We can pretend, just for the romance of the story.
I'm just saying that for every person that's ever dropped a cake, or maybe trifle was discovered like that. Someone dropped it. Exactly.
And they just put it up and put it in the bowl.
They were just like, no, it's fine, it's fine.
So cake batter comes together
It is
so
actually
quickly.
coming together beautifully there. Well done.
So we had some baking powder, we had some flour in the dry ingredients. I added some vanilla. It comes together so quickly, as you can see. A little bit of milk goes in to loosen, buttermilk, sorry, to loosen the mixture.
We use buttermilk a lot when we bake wine. What does it bring to the party?
It's the reaction that it has with the baking powder. It's the acid and the base, and when they come together, it gives you that beautiful lift. Also changes the color, gives you more deep color. It's not so much, to be honest with you, people say it's the flavor. I've never tasted a cake and going, can taste some good buttermilk went in there.
We threw mayonnaise in a chocolate cake yesterday, and Carissa hasn't been able to move past it, man. I can see her little brain was like, no. Well, she's got a big brain, but it was like, no. But it's a similar sort of thing. It's the acidity, it's the egg, it's the science, yeah?
And there's oil in the mayonnaise, there's eggs in the mayonnaise, so it works. In the pot, you've got some butter and sugar, okay? Malted together. That's going over our beautiful Clement Gold pieces.
Oh, so you're going to get that real stodgy,
You're
gorgeous, soaked up bottom.
All the goodness. So, G, I'm going to give you this task just to pour that batter over. This is a two-man job.
You do the
One man does the
scrapering?
hold, and I do the scraping. Don't worry about the lumps. Absolutely. This is such a quick and forgiving recipe. Do not worry about the lumps. Everything's going to bake together.
Oh, man. And
like I said, when it comes out the oven, that syrup goes over. You turn it over. We've got some chocolate shards.
As one does, it seems like we are doing a lot of chocolate shards at the moment, and it's great because, again, it's unforgiving, or quite forgiving, but it gives quite a spectacular end note. Look at that.
Look at that, look at that, look at that. How much did you pay for that? Zeitsmocker on display. Look at
People are going to be asking for discounts later when they get there. That just looks spectacular. If you want to find this recipe and cook along or bake along, expressoshow.com is where you'll find it. That looks wicked, wicked, amazing.
Sweet treat for the weekend. Done.
Can we call it the Clement Gold?
It's called the CEO cake. See, the CEO Clement Gold cake. Limited edition. Actually, no, because you're going to make it at home. Get the recipe. Where did they get the recipe?
expressoshow.com.
Don't miss it.
From the boss. From the boss himself, we've got one Clement Gold field hamper, okay? And we love it, okay? This is valued at 3,800 Rand, okay? I know a lot of people are going to jump on this. If you want to enter, you've got to find the Woolies competition post on the Expresso Facebook or X or Instagram page. It's all over, and tell us this. What is your favorite dessert to make using Clement Gold mandarins? Please don't forget to include that qualifying hashtag, Woolies and Clement Gold. The competition closes at midnight. That's Sunday, the 22nd of June this year. Get on it. We will have a ton of entries for this one because it's an amazing prize. Dude, you have outdone yourself. If this didn't come to you in a dream, it certainly will later tonight. But please, if you're going to make it this weekend, we want proof. Show us the crumbs left on the plate afterwards.
Nola does it all, and now you can too. Show us what you've got and stand a chance to win a Nola hamper worth 2,000 Rand, packed with Nola-inspired kitchen goodies. Simply try the Nola recipe featured on the Expresso Morning Show, post a photo or video of your dish to social media, tag Nola and Expresso, and include hashtag Nola does it all. Entries close Sunday, 6 July. T's and C's at expressoshow.com.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
I hope you like the way I'm standing next to this like I own this car.
You do.
Eh? Because maybe we could. No, a little bit earlier, we touched on how space and flexibility can make or break your drive, especially on a long road trip.
Yes.
So now we're going to see it in action. Meet the Hyundai Alcazar, designed to flex with your lifestyle. Foldable back rows, switching from passengers to packing, takes literally just seconds. Family getaway, maybe big grocery mission, big weekend haul, whatever is on the agenda. This is the kind of space that I really do need as a parent.
Because it works for you, not against you.
I like that.
And that is what you need in a car, especially when you need a 7-seater car like this one is. And with all the seats up, listen to this, the Alcazar has 180 litres of boot space.
So that's, so this is what 180... I know a lot of grown-up children are thinking of in beer when you talk litres. That's not what we mean in literage space, okay? But now, can we show them how much space is available if we put these little babies down? So you just pull that back.
And you push.
Push, as simple as that. Da, da, da. That's what 1,500 litres of space looks like.
And
now
how easy was that?
And now I can't stop thinking of it in beer. But that is amazing. And that's 2 really big suitcases, that's inflatables, that's board games. I'm just thinking about the stuff that we have to drive down to Knysna with. You've got to think like that. A dance mat, because 5-year-olds and an 8-year-old need that. If you've got a fold-up pram, maybe a golf set, a little tent. And if you've got no tent, you can just put those guys down and sleep here. This is like a double
That's what I was thinking. You could have a picnic here. Just lay out a blanket and enjoy yourself.
Staring at a sunset, just like that.
Literally, the two of us sitting in a car. There's space enough for so much action to happen.
I like it.
And I absolutely love it. Can I show you what happens with these seats
Please
over
do,
here?
please do. I'm going to look from this angle.
You can, because I see you. All right, if you pull this one over here, you can have even more space. And that's so incredible. So if it really is just the two of you, like it's me and my man, maybe our dog and cat, don't know if the cat would come, you could have so much space for a lot of things happening back here.
Whatever, girl. Okay, she's getting too into the whole weekend away with her special someone. I'm glad that you're seeing romance. I am seeing family fun time. You can fit a lot into the back of this car. I'm thinking maybe even a blow-up mattress. Thank you, Peter, our resident scout. You can do a lot if you've got the space. And now, you know, if you've got kids and you are really struggling in the destination that you are, imagine just like a bit of a movie playing.
Oh, that's cute.
Please can we bring drive-ins back just so I can take the Alcazar to a drive-in and sit at the back.
And then you watch a movie in the park. Or yeah, that's really nice.
Are they, please say they still do exist so I can take you there.
I've never been to one.
They are amazing because you stay in the car and you watch the movie. They used to have people with roller skates coming around and bringing you like stuff. That was about 100 years ago.
We've only seen those in the movies.
Please, if you've been to a drive-in recently, let us know where it is and send us pictures. But I love the fact that this is a family vehicle. It looks stylish. It looks like it's got the power for those uphill takeovers, which you need on a road trip. Absolutely gorgeous in the finishing. And I think often we sacrifice I call it the gravitas of a car, where it feels solid. In the drive, it feels solid, and that comes from the power and the economy. But you want to feel like your kids are safe. And this, absolutely beautiful. But it is, wait, maybe you should look at it.
I'm noticing some things over there. I think that's a plug-in point for a phone. Is that right?
Oh, no, there are multiple plug-in points. And the kids at the back get their own aircon control. Okay, which is amazing. There are so many plus points to this, but I really like the fact that, yes, we've gone soccer mom, but with style. It is gorgeous. You don't have to compromise.
Good driving this car.
And it's nice and long. It's got the gravitas that I'm looking for in a family car.
And very sexy.
Beautiful.
Very good stuff. The entertainment system's also fantastic. You can even switch the back speakers off.
You can switch it as well if you want.
You can switch it off and then just listen to music in the front. So it really just offers so much for you. Whether it's carting the kids around or loading up for a weekend away with you and your buddies, or even juggling both at the same time, the Hyundai Alcazar has you covered from the beginning all the way to where we're standing right now.
I like the way you said buddies as a plural there with your one friend that you're taking away on your road trip. It's the kind of everyday versatility that fits into real life, let's be honest. Just the right touch of luxury to elevate every ride as well and make you feel special. So because when your car keeps up with you, your journey feels a little more effortless. I'm going to step away and let the jacket do the talking, the coat. Absolutely.
Where we're going, Gray?
Well, I'm not going anywhere with you, clearly, because I haven't made the top 5 list of friends even. Look at that. Oh, and she's on her way.
When you're smiling, when you're smiling, the whole world smiles with you.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. Yes, we are taking this car for the weekend. Okay, I don't even know if they know or if we're allowed, but we're doing it because it's amazing. In fact, you could take this car and any car you want home for the weekend if you pick your 6 lucky numbers and play Powerball and Powerball Plus for 53 million rand in total estimated jackpots today. So let's break it down. Powerball weighing in with 32 million, and then hashtag Powerball Plus weighing in with 21 million rand.
Oh my goodness, that's a lot of millions, is all we're saying. No, how about a 70-30 split? Buy your tickets now in store on nationallottery.co.za. There's the mobile app, cell phone banking, or just kick it old school and dial *120 *7529# for all your USSD.
Just jump on it, and we've posted all those details up on the Expresso social, so go and check them out. Then Panda, Pusher, Play, Powerball and Powerball Plus for 53 million in our estimated total jackpots today. All the best of luck. I want you to win.
I do want you to win.
I really do want you to win.
Can I gear up, get our playlist going? I'm feeling some Zintle Kwaaiman. I think that would be great.
I'd like that,
Okay,
please.
I got
Greatest
a new
hits.
track by her. Let's go and play.
Let's go. Sure. Shout out to Booby for this one, baby girl. I love you. Hey. Let's go. On your feet, come on. When I get out of it, got paid.
Another feel-good production.